to the Table Talk Otaku Podcast. My name is Okami, or Christian, whatever you'd like to call me. I hail from a decent sized town in Pennsylvania, from a small town in Oklahoma. I'm a Christian, which affects all my views, and we have quite a few other people to get to, at least another one than normal. So we'll start with Pat, if he's here.
I mean, what is normal? That's the real question.
All right,
Yeah.
this is a gaming podcast, not a philosophical question. Listen, you missed
But anyway,
those.
yeah, wait, that was like a couple months ago. But yeah, I'm Pat. Just Pat's fine. You don't have to call me anything else. I live on the coastal United States, and I am wore out right now. Had a
Yeah,
very active day yesterday, but I'm ready to talk some gaming.
yeah. By the way, you don't have to give where you live or anything. I just started doing that, so everyone did. So
And I don't care, so I just do it anyway.
he's got guns.
I do have guns, and that's part of the reason I'm so tired right now.
The real American.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Cobalt, you're here normally, so we'll let you go, and then we'll let Pavel finish off.
All right. Well, Cobalt, basically Pat's neighbor. Um,
Oops.
yeah, I don't know. I'm also from deep south, so I don't mind. I also have lots of toys.
Hole, across the room hole punching technology.
Yeah, yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Pavel, you're up.
Hello. I am Dr. Pavel. I hail from the not so humble state of New York and Newark. I almost said Newark, and I would have blown up on the spot. I occasionally stream on Twitch. Is it okay if I plug myself in, or?
Oh no, you can't ever do that when I read you like half the time.
Wah.
Fair, fair.
So I stream under twitch.tv/ Doctor underscore Pavel underscore, and yeah, and I guess you could call me a little bit of a gamer here and there sometimes. So
We do a bit of
yeah,
gaming
I'm
around
just
here.
very happy and grateful to be here, part of the podcast.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me.
I really wanted Pavel here today because he does follow at least gaming news, if nothing else.
Oh yeah,
I'm
unfortunately.
never watching any of those. Like,
Fair enough.
yeah, so I figured you'd have a better grasp on what's coming up. And
You're not missing much. I'll say that much.
I never am, but that's because I usually stick to what I play already. But
Although,
That's fair.
while it's not it technically is gaming news, but it's not about a game. It's although it did mostly start at the beginning of this year. Have you been seeing where like a bunch of countries are trying to sue Steam for different varying reasons?
I have seen it
Yeah.
pop up once or twice, but I haven't read into it, so I don't know what for
Well,
or anything.
in the case of New York is suing because they're suing Valve, not necessarily Steam, because of CS2's loot box system and the fact that it has kind of like an economy where like things are traded for money, I guess, with no tax transaction. So New York's suing them on the basis of its gambling. Also, they want a list of like their people's what would you call that, personal information like email addresses and all that stuff that you need for Twitch. New York's trying to also sue to get access to that as well as teams like middle finger. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little.
Honestly,
Go ahead.
sorry. Honestly, my real issue with that is that it just feels like they're trying to open one hand and tilting the other with a knife behind their back. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
it feels like they're not really trying to like protect really against gambling laws. They just want the information behind all the users and the user data and stuff like that. which I really don't think they've got like a leg to stand on personally, because I think Steam has every right, because they're a private company and they have every right to protect user information as they please. The gambling thing, I'm not really sure how to feel about it, because it just feels like I don't really agree with how Valve handles Counter-Strike 2 gambling. They're very I don't want to say aloof, but they're very
Hands off.
hands off. They're very hands off about the way it's handled, especially when it comes to like third-party skins being sold, or third-party websites handling the skins and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I was gonna say. Is
Well,
that is
so
it
that's the
even
thing.
on Steam?
mhm.
Like,
That's the thing, is they will ban you if you admit in any correspondence with Valve whatsoever that you purchased or sold skins on a third party website.
Yeah, but they seem to be very lax about actually
well, they aren't
like
gonna
taking down the
ask.
sites or doing something about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, at least, I mean, listen, I'm gonna say that most of my information is based off of a CopyZilla video that like kind of went in on about it, and from what I gathered, it seemed like Valve is aware of the situation, but they just choose not to do anything about it. Um, and I think, probably the reason why is because it's actually making them money, but like, it wasn't until like people I think it wasn't until like the government had to actually like step in and just be like, "Hey, this isn't good. You need to do something about this." And they're like, "Okay, I guess we'll take care of it." You know.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm kind of indifferent on the actual gambling part because
yeah,
with Steam and Valve, I'm like they don't really have a hand in it. If they get money from it, I don't care. But like they're not the ones doing the gambling side, it's somebody else. So it's like
yeah,
why don't you go after the third party, not the two people that are just allowing it to happen. But
yeah.
Because all
I
those
mean,
companies are based in foreign countries where they don't have authority.
yeah, well that's what I mean is
mm,
that I think it's technically legal until they go and take those people. But
I
delightful
That's the
food
other
eating
thing.
content. Yep.
There's a lot of companies out there that handle loot boxes in a similar way. It's just
Hmm.
Valve makes the most money. New York needs money.
Yep.
They want the
And
Valve money.
and things like DraftKings are already
Wait,
taxed heavily in New York too. So
our local
they,
New York resident, does New York need money?
no, I don't think they need any more money than they're already gouging from us. So
Okay.
personally, I don't think they need money, but I think that it's more of the case that they want more money.
I mean, New York City's going broke. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're the ones doing the suing.
yeah, I think it is
Yes,
I
broke
they
in New
think
York
are.
City's
I
attorney
think
general.
no matter what, New York City's gonna go wrong. But
Yeah,
I mean, just
I
the
think.
maintenance fees alone have got to be a nightmare.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
maintenance.
I won't get in on that. Um, but yeah, I think it's just it's a little bizarre that they're
Pavel, I have a
they're
guest room if you ever need it.
that they're like kind of suing uh Valve on it. But I think what was even more interesting is that the reason this actually came to my attention was because I had received an email directly from Valve, which was just like, I could probably read like a small excerpt of it. I just gotta find it. I know I posted it somewhere. Uh, but it was very weird. Like the way that they were wording it just sounded very suspicious. Okay, I have it here. Okay. Dear New York customers of Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Team Fortress 2, you may have seen the New York Attorney General recently filed a lawsuit against Valve claiming mystery boxes, like crates, cases, and chests, in some of our games violates New York gambling laws. So yada 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 yada. So basically, they like a friend of mine was actually nice enough to actually kind of read it through, because I don't want to go through the whole thing and get through the jargon of it all, because they love to do that. But
Oh, they have
basically,
flood.
they were just like, eh, So here, a friend of mine, my friend Gunther, he actually put it like this. It's like, we're not selling opium to the Chinese. We're just selling high grade opium right over the border in Burma that could easily be smuggled there. You know what I mean? That's basically what
Right.
the email kind of
It's
felt
the
like. You know what I mean?
it's the I'm not touching you, but
How dare
Yeah,
you
it's like
go get
I'm
medicine?
not actually touching you. So if you get angry at me, you're the one that is
you just you,
attacking me first.
you just
How
you're not my victim. Is all I'm trying to say. All right.
yeah? How dare you
Yeah.
go get medicine in Mexico because it's cheaper and then come back? But
Clutch my pearls.
clutch. Yeah. But yeah, DEFCON Zero. They need more money to fund making more money.
I
DEFCON.
can't
I've seen your name before, and
tell if it's a capitalist statement or a communist statement.
and I'm trying to figure out where I've seen his name before. Oh well. I know you've been
He's
here
in my
before.
server.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what it was. All right.
I promote your stream in my server, so
Ooh,
Um,
just this
the
once.
the other
yeah, just this once. Listen, you're more than welcome to promote it there if you want to.
No,
Like,
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need a bunch of simps and then the people.
Oh,
No.
I see.
he can't be having that kind of
Suddenly,
stuff.
he cares about the way that his fan base is portraying themselves in his stream. I see how it is.
You got a bunch
What a
of VR chat e-girls in there and stuff.
Oh, no.
Well, God, I wish.
I think I saw a VTuber once.
Oh no. I no.
But yeah,
Oh.
but it's just really weird. So but
Well-
I like I'm a little bit kind of like I just shrug at the whole thing. Like all right, Valve is just being like, well, we didn't do anything, and
Sorry,
New York
I'm
is being
only
like,
a pal.
give us your money. Like, give me your money.
Yeah.
Remember that meme? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say I do.
Sure,
But
pal.
it was
Oh
still
no, they're
funny
all
enough.
showing up. All the girls are showing up to defend
Yeah,
Pavel.
Sharpie's my number one e-girl.
And
Sharpie
DEFCON.
and DEFCON are my top e-girls.
The toppy girls. All right. Well, I think we've kind of dived a little bit. Like it's still technically on topic, but off of where we were gonna go.
I had one more, and this is the other one I have a surface level understanding about. See if y'all know more. And it's just the UK was apparently suing Steam for being a monopoly, even though they're not the only game platform you could down games off of. But they're also one of the things they cited was that if you bought a game on Steam, you have to play the DLC on Steam. Like you can't play it on a different platform. It's like
That's
the
true
whole
of all platforms.
yeah, I'm about to say that whole argument had me like going in circles in my head. Like, what do they actually mean? Because that does not make a damn bit of sense. Every platform does that. So again, surface level understanding of the UK lawsuit over them being a monopoly, which they are not a monopoly. There are plenty of digital download services for video games. They're just Steam just says we're just gonna do the bare minimum and we keep winning. That's really all it is.
Hell, they don't even do the bare minimum. They just do nothing. Like, have you seen their competition? Like,
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah, I mean, they literally give games away and they can't win.
yeah. I mean, look at Epic, man. I mean, they give away free games, like free
Yeah.
games that are like some of the best games that you can even think of. They're just giving away from free, and I don't know anybody who actually gives a damn when it does. Like the only times I know about it is when I like my like other servers that I'm in are just like, oh yeah, here, this is the free stuff that's coming up, and I'm just like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Like
Don't care.
I could open my Epic account and like get it for free, but do I want to? Not really.
I
Because that would mean
literally
I would have to log into Epic.
Yeah.
and when Christmas came and they're giving like a ton of free game giveaways on Epic, I didn't log in a single time and click on any of those games because I do not care. It's like I don't care about Epic
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
It's not even just like Epic though. It's like it's other like companies too that are just kind of like shooting themselves in the foot. Like everybody makes that meme where it's like, you see like well, it's a particular meme. I won't like say it, but basically it's they were shooting themselves basically, like all these different companies like Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. They're all like shooting themselves in the face, and Steam is just standing there being like, "What the hell is wrong with these
Yeah, I
guys?"
saw
Yeah.
that meme. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they get slapped with lawsuits from somebody because they're just in there watching everybody else burn themselves down.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
the like, is it the SNL meme where the guy with the afro turns around, shoots at a guy, and then
Yeah,
why would they do this?
that was actually that was what's his name? They did a fake late night TV show, but yeah, I've seen that one. But uh the other thing is like things like Xbox, how they have their whole Game Pass thing to keep people staying with Xbox and stuff. They're actually going to introduce ads to people on their Game Pass, where if you're playing a game on Game Pass, you'll start seeing ads during your games and stuff. That's how. That's
You know,
oh my god.
I don't
That
know.
sounds
Here,
horrible.
It's
I'll put the meme in mute chat. This is basically to
yeah.
summarize, to like,
Yeah,
so, yeah, basically
it's
what they're
like stick
talking about.
Oh
figures,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
kind
seen
of.
it.
Yeah, so but I mean, that's just how it is. It's like, like what really bothers me is that like, well, it's not really that it bothers me. It's just that like, I'm kind of sick that it's such a pattern that they do all the time, where uh Xbox and PlayStation especially, where they will cut like they will buy developers. Well, this is mostly a Microsoft issue, not so much Sony, but they will buy a developer and they will make them be like, "Hey, can you make this game for us?" It's like, "Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Can you do this within like 5 months?" It's like that's kind of impossible, but
I feel like you're
okay.
talking about a very specific situation.
It's not a specific situation. Unfortunately, this happens to be many such cases. I hate
Yeah.
to say,
I
but
will say,
and then like
There's a very famous one though.
true, true. Sorry, what were you saying, Okami?
no, I was just gonna say, I don't mind ads in games if they're actually tasteful,
Oh lord,
but
Mm,
Miss
and what I
you
mean by
you pay for
tasteful
the
is
most
like,
premium subscriptions to get just so you don't see ads.
no, I mean like not stopping the gameplay, but like have like Mountain Dew Code Red on a broken sign in an apocalyptic
Oh
yeah,
universe
no,
like that.
or
That
Yeah,
something.
I
that's
understand
not
what you're
what we're
talking about.
Or
talking
yeah,
about.
they're
I
talking about
get
Yeah,
ad
that.
yeah,
breaks, like
Well,
or ads popping
yeah,
up on the screen while you're playing.
but I
I
was
think
gonna say that's the whole reason why I kind of left console gaming is because I was tired of one buying a single game for like a console and then having to upgrade it the next year.
I
But
think
then
like
go ahead.
so, oh yeah, no, I think like no, I know what you're talking about though, because there were like there's a lot of games actually that actually have advertisements within their games. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 9 like has a Porsche like smack dab in their game, and it's
Well,
like
I mean, I
I was just
think
like, oh, okay.
the best one's Rocket League because like they just make a car out of a car company and the car company sponsors it, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
like
I don't
that's
mind that.
yeah, like if it works into the game somehow and it's not like too obvious, even if it's like obvious, like in a cutscene or whatever, it's like okay, fine. Like
Right
it's
back.
not really like
Now an
particularly interesting, but
unskippable
sure.
cutscene.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, like in a cutscene, as in like cutscene within the game, like let's
Oh,
say I don't know, some chick is like about to run away from something, and then she like like she bars the door with like some like drill from Home Depot or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if it's something like that, it's like that's great. But if she has to like
and then it
stop and like
goes
look
to
at
a
the camera and be
flashback
like,
of her
"Man, I
going
just
and
can't believe this thing saved my life, and it only cost me like $60. Can you believe that?" And it's out in store now and on sale. Like that's the kind of like
I don't know. That
advertisement that I
sounds
would
kind of
probably uninstall.
tasteful. I'd probably.
I had to lose my
No,
mind.
I would too,
if
But
if they did a whole
it
cutscene where like some lady uses something from Home Depot to save her life, and then there's a flashback of her going and buying it at Home Depot, I'd be like, "You got me. I'm not mad.
That's
I'm not
actually a
even
funny product
mad. You
placement.
got me."
we're one step closer to a Home Depot VTuber. I know it.
I
mean, I'm
can't
pretty
wait.
sure they already got a everyday dad VTuber where it's just a guy talks about the good old days and talks about fixing his car on the weekend or cleaning out the gutters. I'm pretty sure it's out
Yeah.
there somewhere.
I know.
Yeah.
I
So
hear you on the ads thing. I just but that's why I've kind of gone away from console gaming.
yeah,
Um,
It's kind of hard not to.
you know,
I think what's even worse is that like I will just touch briefly on this, but like there was like a God, what is it called? It's like they trademarked a certain type of program for like console gaming, I guess, where an advertisement will appear in the video game, and the only way that you can stop it or skip it is by saying the name of that's displayed on the screen or the name
Oh
of the
no.
advertisement on there until it goes away. So if you see like an ad for McDonald's, it'll just stay there until you yell
McDonald's!
McDonald's.
McDonald's!
Yes, yes. And it's like it's like a Black Mirror episode.
I just
man.
I
It's
want to
insane.
see I need to see a stream of like people that don't normally stream that aren't streamers just yelling McDonald's at their screen.
Hold on.
Like I want to see a 6-year-old man who just pulls up a game. It's like, oh, time to relax, and then like 10 minutes later, McDonald's. Ah,
Red rum, red rum, red rum.
burger.
But yeah, I mean it's just crazy that like
You gotta
know
sing the
someone
whole
actually
Burger
like
King
designed
jingle.
this. You know what I mean?
Whopper, Whopper, double Whopper.
I was reading.
Yeah, I know. That's why I went there.
Bro, if I
listen,
start having nightmares about fast food, I'm gonna riot.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say right now, if they put those, okay, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but remember when Burger King like were selling like Xbox 360 video games?
Yes, yeah.
For, like a short
Oh yeah,
time.
Meat
Yeah,
King
if they
and
put,
Burger King
if,
Racing.
if they put that in the PC, I would happily be a sponsor. Okay, I'm just saying right now.
I mean, we can play the Burger King Racing, so let's do it. This multiplayer
I
game.
don't know. I think
Yeah.
it'd be hilarious if they just did absurd challenges to where you have to like memorize a whole ad and say that to get
Oh
it to
my
go
God,
off your
no,
screen.
No, that's a corporate America. Type
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah. Like I
would
wouldn't want it
sell my
forced.
console. I'm going
I wouldn't want it forced, but it'd be funny still. I
It
would.
be funny. Like I need someone to make that as a skit, but I don't want to like actually
Yes.
experience that.
Yes. Like, do you ever remember the old Oscar Mayer, or is it Oscar Mayer?
Wish it
No,
was
Hillshire
Oscar
Farm.
Mayer.
Hillshire Farm commercials.
All I know is Pepper's Farm remembers.
No, so there's like a guy in his like backyard, and he's just singing to himself. I got a beef hot link. I got a beef hot link. And then somebody replies from a different backyard, and then at the end they all go Hillshire Farms. But yeah, I would gladly do that whole ad if they'd sponsor it. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're gonna jump off of this topic and get into our actual topics here. Number 2 on our list, if anyone's looking at it, is our top games of the past year. I put in parentheses, does not have to be released last year, because
Games
most
that
of
we
mine
played
won't be. Yeah, games you played last year, games you had fun with, whatnot. And I need a drink.
Oh yeah. Damn.
No. There's
I
probably a
played
lot.
a lot of games. I gotta
Yeah.
sort through it. But,
Well, I mean, you don't have like. Are you going and looking at statistics for what your favorite game is, or are you? Because I'm the
just going
time.
through the list of games that I played last year, and
Yeah.
like I have. I mean, it's not as big as I think like 2024, but it's still pretty big. Well, at least to
Yeah.
me. But But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Someone else could take that away until I gotta sort through this.
All right. Well,
I just went to my played games list and clicked, or I clicked played to sort and see what I played just to go through it a little bit.
how do you do that?
Just go to your to filter and click played, and it pulls up all the games you have played on your Steam list. Now it's not going to sort by
Oops.
recently played, but it's going to say which
Uh,
games you have played. Like
Wait a
Dark and Darker,
second.
I definitely played that last year.
Yeah, I actually thought Dark and Darker was fun. I just hated running into people that were like already like fully into the
Yeah,
game.
who know
Oh yeah.
know what the hell they're doing. They're ready to just burn your ass down. Like it was a fun co-op game. It as far as dealing with PvP was funner in single lobbies, but the multiplayer lobby we just didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, we just got crushed by one wizard. We'd get hit like immediately with something because we didn't see him. And then it seemed like every time we run into an archer, for some reason they were godlike and like they would just hit us all.
I mean, that
Um,
game's been out for a decent while now. It's not a new game, but it's
yeah,
people who
well,
know the cheese strats.
yeah, I would say it got popular more last year though.
Like in solo lobby, I got my ass handed me to by a dude with I think it was a bard. Oh my god, he beat my ass. I
Yeah.
didn't stand a chance.
Well, last year I had fun with a game that I still love to this day. It's just not many people play it, and it's a content warning. I love that game.
Ah, that is a really good game. Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
that was one like that came along with Repo, kind of Lethal
Yeah, Lethal
Company.
Company. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like because people didn't care for the like making a like YouTube video style thing, that some people were adverse to it. They didn't want to play because they didn't want to be the one with the camera. But I actually enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah,
One,
Yeah.
I loved having somebody who was like really good at it, and if they weren't, then I would try to be. But yeah,
It's a
that
very
one
addicting game.
yeah
yeah, I wouldn't mind playing it again, but it's just kind of hard to figure out like I don't understand the whole content creation part of the game because I don't know how to do it good. That's the only downside to the game for me. But for the most part, it was kind of like a lot like what's the damn game where you go inside a spaceship and go to different planets to find stuff? Lethal Company. It felt a
yeah
lot like Lethal Company, just with a different objective.
yeah. Well, you're not going and grabbing stuff in content warning. You're just taking a video.
Gotta go grab the camera though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that like I mean, I'm saying this endearingly, but a lot of friend slap games have just been kind of like they were at their peak at that time like a year ago to 2 years ago when Lethal Company came out and like
Mm-hmm.
everybody was kind of riding that high for a while. Content warning like kind of got caught right in between like Repo and Lethal Company, which are two juggernauts in that genre. And it
Yeah.
kind of sucks because content warning is, I think, slept on a lot. I think it's probably the most interesting, uh, probably the most interesting like game out of like the bunch of them because all you're really doing is just trying to survive, which doesn't
Mm-hmm.
seem like it would be that difficult, but like your characters aren't particularly fast and like the monsters are actually very capable of killing you pretty easily if you're not ready. But I think
Yeah.
that's what makes like the horror and the comedy aspect actually blend in very well. A lot better than I think like some of the other friend slot games that I played.
Yeah. I
At least to
gotta.
me personally.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this one was you go in and within the first like minute and a half of the first time you go in, you you got some type of content for the game. Like you're finding one of the maybe easy monsters, but it still climbs on your head and you can't kill it, type thing.
Hmm. Yeah.
That, or you might just run into, there was like a demon guy, and you sometimes you just enter in at the very beginning and you run straight into him. And it's like, so you just take a pic, you put the camera up to it, watch all your friends die, and then you get back in the spaceship. And
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I was just kind of like, oh, that was hilarious. And it only took like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or even, up to 2 or 3 minutes because the camera only has so much battery. And then you go back and not everyone's waiting for you to do something like in Repo or in Lethal Company.
Yeah.
So there's
I
not
agree.
much waiting or downtime, and usually the person with the camera is actually somewhat entertaining. If not, then the
Sure.
game itself is kind of entertaining.
I think it promotes like trying to be entertaining too.
Yeah. It
It's
brings
good
out
streamer
the
content.
it brings out the streamer in all of us.
It's so true.
I learned today.
All right. Well,
Um,
that was me.
if we're talking, and I guess you can say this occupies about 10 slot, but if we're talking like multiplayer, like on lane content, I did have a lot of fun playing Lockdown Protocol the few times we did play it.
Yeah, Lockdown was fun. That was gonna probably be on my list. It's Among Us, but with other objectives.
Like a first person shooter version of Among Us.
I've seen this before. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobalt
The
excels
pizza
in this
objective.
one.
Well, yeah.
What is this?
The
Lockdown
one,
Protocol.
the one that you kept destroying everybody in and saying you weren't the killer and you'd always be the killer.
Oh,
But
and
Kagami got, I want to say, pretty frustrated with you one time.
that does not surprise me. That
Cobalt's
sounds
got
about
a
right.
gun.
Yeah, and then Ange would die always in like the first 5 or 10 seconds.
I mostly
That
hated
wasn't
the
my
pizza
fault.
objective.
Yeah, that one, you wouldn't kill anybody that quickly, but she would somehow always either kill herself or find the killer immediately. But
Yeah, it's not fun to kill people quickly.
yeah.
You gotta let them marinate.
Sounds like a cannibal would say.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. Is that all you got to say about it, Pat?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's Among Us, but it's I like the different take on it because while some of the objectives are more annoying, they like I said, the pizza one and some of the other ones. The fact that you can actually hide the objectives, like some of the boxes and stuff, as the bad guy, and there's actually the guns do make it kind of unfair to an extent because once somebody gets a good gun, everybody's fucking dead. Dude, one of my best fucking imposter moments was I tagged fucking Aru with the gun and then ducked out away before he could see who chased me, and it got somebody else killed in the process because they thought they shot him. Like, kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Cobalt, you got one?
For me, last year, does it have to be multiplayer or is this?
No, it can be any game from that you played last year. Like I said, it doesn't have to have come out.
Too.
Okay. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Not that other game that came out at the same time.
I don't know what game came out at the same time.
With the
This isn't his.
with the fish man.
I mean, he
Oh
could.
no, that game was garbage.
I know.
That game was hot garbage.
I knew you hated it, that's why I brought it up.
Wait, which game?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it right now.
Hold on.
It's got like a single word name.
Fish
Most
Man.
remember because Fleekazoid did a video on it. Was hilarious.
I feel like the name started with a V. No, it did not.
Man, interesting. It sounds pretty funny though. I gotta say, like I don't know if it's good, but it does sound funny.
He described him as like a
So it was originally a game that was supposed to be an MMO. But the company ran out of money, so they sold it to someone else, and they decided they were going to turn it into a single player RPG. Then they ran out of money and decided the product wasn't going to be as good as they wanted it to be, so they sold it to someone else. And then they realized that it would take way too much money to make it into anything actually good, so they just went ahead and released it.
Oh.
Avowed.
Yeah.
Avowed?
Yeah, Avowed.
No. Wait, right. That's Obsidian. Oh no,
Yeah,
bro.
no, that's
Oh,
part of the
that
reason people were disappointed
sucks.
because Obsidian dropped the ball on it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
And
But that's sorry. I didn't mean to derail. I was just so curious about what the game was.
that's what I know. I know he played both games and he hated Avowed. So I'm like, oh yeah, did you like the other one better?
Nah,
Um,
I've never felt so betrayed by Obsidian in my entire life.
I think somebody described him as a permed up Simple Jack, a Gen Z fishman with a permed up Simple Jack haircut, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? That's a lot of adjectives.
Yeah.
Verb, the
No,
adjective noun.
I spent tons of hours in Kingdom Come Deliverance too. I spent like 2 hours in Avowed, and then I was like, this is not a game.
You spend more time playing Monster Hunter Wilds.
Which is impressive because I didn't actually spend that much time in Monster Hunter Wild.
yeah. All right, Pavel, you figured something out?
Ah,
At
man.
least one.
I, I'll, I'll, I'll try and say one, um, because like some of these games just kind of feel a little circumstantial when I'm looking back on it. Like, I mean, I'm looking back on my, I made a tier list on my stream about which of the games that I played that year, and which ones I like rated the best. I think my favorite game of last year was I'll just go by it. It was Clover Pit. Um, it's kind of like a Balatro like sort of, except it's with like slot machines and stuff like that,
Oh.
Okay.
or a slot machine. And basically, you're just kind of trapped in this room, and you have to just kind of reach this coin, this money amount that they put on the screen. It's like, oh, you have to reach 500, and you like start off at 0. And then when you reach that point, you just gotta keep, you know, kind of just reaching up to higher quotas that become a little bit more unreachable every time, until you slowly, eventually, like just kind of restart the run every here and there, and just eventually get out. Which I haven't done yet, but yeah, I mean it's fun though, because it's gambling, but not gambling, so not real gambling. And yeah, I mean, like it's just a very addicting loop, like just to try and get better each run. It's a roguelike, so it's very much like Balatro. It's a lot more what's the word? Cynical, I guess, compared to Balatro. Uh, it's very what's the word? I don't want to say violent, but it's a little bit more grotesque in its imagery and stuff like that. But it's really, really fun. Like the charms that you get and stuff like that to help you with your runs, to boost your luck and stuff. You gotta have to have a good balance of like luck, multipliers for like your points or your coins and stuff like that. And it's really cool. It's like it kind of like it starts becoming less about luck and more like just planned strategy. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of start to work on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like my most played, or the one that I love the most at the time. But like, if I'm looking at like my top 5 right now, like I could probably list any of these other ones too if I wanted to. But
Yeah, I was
settle for
gonna
Clover Pit.
say I didn't even give my top game yet. I was just
Oh,
building there. Because
okay.
content warning, while I had fun with, is definitely not my top game.
Oh, okay.
But we shall keep chugging along here.
I start with my number 10 game. If I had to say, it was probably if it was for us as multiplayer games, it would probably be that one that I meant Lockdown Protocol,
Yeah.
because it was a pretty fun little game. But like Among Us, I don't see myself playing it a ton.
Yeah. Well, next up for me, I'm gonna just say one that I don't really want to discuss because I think everybody knows the game, and also lots of people play it. It's just one I played a ton last year was Valorant. And then one that I would like to give some credit to, which I want to say I probably had some of the most fun with my wife in this one. And then also Pat, and I can't remember, did Aru join us? I think it was Aru when we played that joined us in Chain Together.
Uh-huh.
It says my last played was January 1st of 2025, so that must have been our last run with Ange. I don't think I played after that, but um, I I feel like that only happened last year, and I guess I played it all on the first. We just played it that day, but yeah, I do remember being off, so we probably did play that most of the day. Um, and then I see Pavel, you just now in the December added that to your library.
Which one?
Chained
Yeah.
together. It's where you're
Yes,
chained and you
yes.
have to get up out of hell,
You can play it
essentially.
solo.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta, it looks pretty fun. Like this looks like obviously like, I know some people kind of say that's a little bit derogatory, but it does seem like a streamer game, but it does look fun though. Like, at least a good
It's
bonding exercise or one that breaks it. Who knows?
it's one to have. I'd say get somebody you're like, I don't know, get somebody you're like friends with, but like just want to play a game together. It's I would say it's actually fairly easy, because to win the game, the other person has to be with you. You can't
Uh,
you can't just be good at it. You have
Mhm.
to have the other person with you. So, like, if you're gonna get frustrated, then don't do that with somebody. But if you're gonna be, if you just like having fun and goofing around and maybe falling all the time, then you're gonna have a fun time. Because that's I think it's funny when we fall with
We were-
me and Ange, but she doesn't, and so it's for me. I'm laughing the whole time.
we were being sweaty, but accidents are gonna happen.
Yeah, like in Aru's ping, Aru, he's in Brazil, so it's like
Oh Lord.
half the time he sees us jumping and doesn't realize that we jumped like a whole second before him, and so he's just being dragged along half the time.
This is funny to think about. It's just like, okay, guys, we're gonna jump on 3. 1, 2, 3. You two jump, and it's like he's like waits a whole second before jumping.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
it did add a
That's
layer of
awful.
difficulty to it.
yeah, and he was in the middle too, so it was like the middle person would fall off, and the back person would jump, so then it would like cause everybody to go down. So it was definitely a fun game, but then me and Ange played it by ourselves too and got to the top, and while she didn't enjoy it as much as I did, I actually had a lot of fun doing that because I was pulling her around everywhere. But yeah. Yeah, it's a fun game. I wouldn't mind playing that one again. There's probably a lot. Yeah, I have 13 out of 16 achievements, so there's definitely more to do it. But yeah, that one was a fun one that I consider a last year's game, even though I played it on the first.
Fair enough.
All right, got another one, Pat.
Yeah, my next one was probably actually gonna be 7 Days to Die, because while I did play that game a lot, the late game in that game sucks. It's just not as fun as the early game when you're fighting to survive. It gets to the point where you're overpowered, and just even with the environmental hazards on, the game's just not really a challenge anymore. So if the late game was better, I'd probably rank it higher. But I did play that game a shit ton last year, but mostly because I had a lot of friends to play with. I have at least 5 friends that were playing the game with me at separate times. So yeah,
Okay.
7 Days to Die is something I'd recommend if you got friends to play with. Solo's not bad, but it's better with friends.
Cool
Yeah.
bump.
It's just a Rust clone with zombies.
Oh, I've got to like look at my.
Okay.
How do you see your Steam replay? There we go.
Oh, you leave reviews?
Replay.
Oh, okay.
Replay, like you get to see what games you played.
Mm-hmm.
See, we already hit the only top 3 game I played last year that
Me and you played rap a little bit.
released within the last 5 years. Played what?
We played Raft together last year.
Yeah, but that's been out for like 10 years almost.
Yeah, but we
Right.
played it last year though with me. How was playing the game with me?
Oh, it was fun. It's always a fun game. Um,
Screw you, Pat.
oh, it's I have never played Raft with somebody that wasn't fun to play Raft with.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I'm sure that I know someone somewhere that would not be fun to play the game with. But they probably don't own the game. But
Yeah.
Satisfactory came out of early
Oh.
access last year, I believe. Which
Yeah.
that one is a bit more fun as a group than it is by yourself.
Yeah,
But
that does
also,
seem like
it's a game that I cannot play with people that are like OCD because I will try my best to make my factories like somewhat organized. But then like as you get further in the game, kind of like really want to unlock something. So you start cutting corners here and there, and then like half an hour later you look at your factories and it's just spaghetti. There's freaking conveyor belts going everywhere and nothing makes sense, and you anyone that plays with me that can't handle that will get absolutely they'll just rage quit on me. I had a buddy that like just shut down the server, went into single player, and came
Oh
back the
God.
next day and everything was fixed.
Yeah, that OCD really be kicking.
Yeah.
All right,
I
Pavel.
don't know how long that took him either.
All right. All right, Pavel, what's your next one?
my next one. The next one up on my list is Blueprints, and yeah, that was. I mean, that's a game that I'm still playing, still trying to get through. But damn, I really, really loved that game. Like I don't even know how they were able to achieve this, but like, you know, I was I remember a streamer that was playing. It was just like, man, it's kind of sad that no one like copied off of this game. But when you see like the work that they did to make it happen, like it's almost impossible to kind of copy that because it's basically a puzzle roguelike. And the way that it works is that like they will a lot of these puzzles are more than just like visual. They're like stuff with like word cues and like mathematics and stuff like that. It's a very in-depth game. And the way that it works is that you have to kind of like draw different rooms to get to the back of a mansion that recently just kind of came into your possession. And it's a really, really like I really don't like using this word, but it's a very cozy game. That it's very chill. You can just kind of you know you're not necessarily relaxing, but you're kind of like you're kind of just taking your time, kind of trying to figure out how to get to the back of the room and just figuring out any puzzles that you find along the way. And it's like I just feel like it's a really, really impressive game because one of those games that doesn't feel like it's insulting your intelligence. You know what I mean? It's actually one that's like even if you fuck up, you just are like, okay, well, I guess I'll try next time. It's like I guess I didn't get it, whatever, and I don't get too upset about it. Like obviously I can blame the RNG when they like give me like a room that gets me into a dead end, but other than that, like the game doesn't make me feel like an idiot, and I feel like that's very hard for puzzle games to do that nowadays, especially. Well, at least I know
Yeah.
that sounds like a listen, I know that sounds like a personal issue, but you got to hear me out because
I like the skill issue.
there was one game that I played that I can kind of compare this to called The Witness that came out like back in what 2015
I've heard of
or
The
something
Witness.
like
I was gonna say after all you were saying that I
Yeah,
was gonna recommend it to you, but
yeah, I
apparently
did play
not.
it. No. Listen. I know it sounds like I'm gonna hate on it, but I'm not. Like I like that game a lot. It's very beautiful. I 100% did that game on the PS4 when I played it at the time, and if I could and if I had the patience, I would play it on PC. But the problem is that game, something about it, like I don't know if it's just because I don't think it's just because I watched the Joseph Anderson video on it, but I honestly think that I felt this the whole time. Every time I play that game and I'm looking at the puzzle and I'm just like, I don't understand the puzzle, and then I come back to it. It's just then I realize what it is. The game feels like it's just making fun of me. It's just like, oh, fucking idiot! It's obviously this. Like, what? You couldn't do it like this? God, you're stupid. Like,
That's
it just has this aura to it. I can't explain it. It's like it's a game that's just built to waste your time.
sounds like
And
calculus.
Well,
That's
a lot of game devs kind of struggle with that, to be honest. It's really hard to balance a puzzle game where the answer isn't too simple,
yes.
but
Mhm.
also it logically makes sense so that you can actually physically figure out the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course that, yeah. I mean, it's like I'm not like harping too much on it, but like I don't know, just something about that game just really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm just like,
Y-
it's like it's not too bad that it just was like, oh, I hate this game. It was more of just like I like this game a lot, but I like
Have you played
it.
Superliminal?
Yes, I have, and I love that game a lot.
Okay,
That's a game I think that game doesn't make me feel stupid, and
there
if it
was
does, I'm just like, oh,
one
okay, well,
there was
Oh,
one instance where I did something 4 or 5 times, which was correct. And I guess I was like a pixel off. And
aw,
somebody, because I streamed it, and somebody on stream said, "You got it. You just need to, you know, try it again." And I was like, "What do you mean I got it?" And they're like, "Go back up." And they told me where to go again. And I was like, "I did this like 4 times because I thought that was the answer." And they're like, "Okay, you're there now. Just move around until it, clicks or whatever." And it literally took me like jumping and moving slightly to the left or something, and then I finally got it. And it was like I had already done that like 6, 7 times, and I felt so stupid in that stupid room. But
Unreal
yeah,
Engine moment.
yeah, yeah. So
it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel angry.
well, no. But the rest of the game I loved. It was just that one instance where it was like, okay, they made this a little too touchy or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Specific.
Yeah.
So yeah, but just to wrap it up quick, like Blueprints did not feel like The Witness. Like it felt like a game that was just like, hey man, you didn't get it, it's fine, but you can try it again next time.
You
And
could
that's where I was just like, I really kind of just respected the game because it felt like it's for a people for all intelligences. If that makes sense. It's like even if you just like you don't play that many puzzle games, you can get through it. And if you play like a lot of puzzle games, you can get through it. And if you just like have like a lot of worldly knowledge or something like that, you can actually like get a lot of enjoyment out of it too. It's like it's a very impressively crafted game to me. So
All
like
right.
that's a game that I really like to think about.
DEFCON Zero says to ask you about a bird watching game and the name Aru.
Oh. Okay, so DefCon, Aru, and I, and another friend of mine who's not here, we played a game. We played a demo for a game called Flock Around, which is kind of friend slop coded, but it's actually very laid back. It's basically where you are. I don't know if it's just if it was just the demo or if it's like that's the whole game, just like a tad bit of it. But you're basically kind of put into an area where you are
The
given
ads. You got to stop your
yeah.
combo on the ads. You know what could fix this, DEF CON? Although you can't hear me right now. it's you subscribe.
Hold up. Hold up.
I can put it in the comments. Amazon Pro.
This is so true. Hold on. Yeah, it's like Amazon Prime is so true. Or I could just give them a sub.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Why not?
Because I said so. I'm the streamer.
Oh my god.
True, but I am.
He's taking control.
He's taking I have no control here. I have no power over my own stream. I guess I could refund, can't I?
Nah, too bad. Okay, but anywho. So the thing is that so we were playing the game.
Oh, Pavel, thank you for the gift sub to All right.
But
DEF CON, are you out of ad jail yet? You got to make sure, because if he doesn't refresh, then he might not be ad, because it's like 3 minutes now, the ads.
Yeah.
Before,
let's see.
Yeah, before it was like just 30 seconds, and I was like, oh, I don't mind watching this ad and like missing 30 seconds, but now it's like, I kind of mind missing 3 minutes of this combo that I was trying to listen to. So it's almost better to buy whatever that Twitch thing, what is it called?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I'm stealing from every streamer because I have my ad blocker up and I have not been affected once. So
there you go.
So I'm stealing from you. Sorry, bud.
Oh, he's on Brave on.
I'm not gonna out myself in case some random Twitch CEOs is like, oh, I wonder who Okami Tamer is like doing right now. What? He's using an ad blocker. You know?
I mean, I could have just turned them off for the stream, but I always forget they're on. So
true, that's right. But
I don't have people watching me enough to say that there's a.
The 5 people are all Twitch mods or something like that.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. But so so basically you just kind of go into a map and you just kind of take pictures of birds. And Aru had this really hilarious like you can customize your character, and he had this hilarious picture of himself that my friend DEF CON, he was just absolutely losing his mind to, because it was so funny. And I agree, it was very funny. So I just gotta find it right here.
Wait, his actual self or his?
No.
Okay.
Like in the game, like his face in the game.
In the game. Had a beauty of a character, the Chud-san.
Okay, I put it in mute chat. It's the sticker.
Yeah, I see it.
So it's very funny to look at. But yeah, he used that, and like that, basically that was it. So yeah, that's DEF CON's first-hand experience with Aru.
Well, there you go. He does find a way to make people laugh one way or the other.
Real and true.
All right. Well, I'm running out of games because I stick to usually the same 6 games I play for the whole year.
I wasn't sure how you're gonna hit 10.
Well, I didn't say top 10, did I?
Right.
I don't think I did. Yeah, it just says our top games. But I'm gonna blend 2 together, and they're probably my most played of last year. When you blend them together, but they're very similar in some ways, but also very different in others. And that is Fast Food Sim and Played Up. I love Played Up. I've played Played Up for years, especially with my wife. She loves that game too. And then we got into Fast Food Sim last year, which is just Played Up with better graphics, essentially, and then other things to do. But they're kind of what you think. fast food sim. You're literally running a fast food restaurant. It got kind of popular when, at least in my friends group, when the Whole Alive gang did it. And then Played Up, I've just kind of always played, so we just kept playing that last year. And that was
Anytime you get a
fun.
chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get more people in Played Up and or Fast Food Sim, either one. I enjoy those games a lot. But
More than Overcooked?
I
I
don't
don't think he's ever
have
played Overcooked.
Overcooked, so
Uh,
I will say I've seen Overcooked, and the only thing is if I'm playing with my wife, she is not good with, like, you've got to have something in a time frame. So at least with Played Up, I can either help her or essentially do it all myself. so,
nah.
so it's like she's either a waiter or she's a cook, and I can do one or the other or both. And so it gets through, we can get through the levels. Whereas Overcooked, I see it as you definitely have to work together if you have two people. At least from what I've seen. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how good at the game I would be because I haven't played it. But and then Fast Food Sim, I think it's just funny when people fail, so it doesn't bother me if we fail on that. But yeah, those two enjoyed. What about whoever wants to go next? I don't think we need to go in an order this time. So
I kind of wish the game would have survived, but it kind of got murdered by Helldivers 2, and that's Starship Troopers Extermination.
Mm, I,
It's a horde shooter where you got to build a base and survive hordes of bugs coming at you like in Starship Troopers. But I guess probably because the Helldivers 2 was so much more successful, the game just kind of fell off, and its fan base is holding on by a thread. It is pretty fun though, and there's like a lot of teamwork aspect to it. Instead of playing with just 4 people versus everything, you actually get like entire squads of 20 plus people, like fighting off hordes and shit. It's pretty fun.
it does look fun. I'm actually surprised. I thought like a lot of people were still playing it. It was like a dedicated fan base, but I
It
didn't
is,
hear
but
that it
it's
fell
down
off.
to a few thousand.
Oh. Well, I mean, to me, at least a few thousand sounds pretty good,
Right?
but
And they're
I
still
guess
updating the game too. Like they're still coming out with updates for it, so it's still alive. It's just holding on.
I see. That's a shame
Indeed,
because it did look pretty fun at least. I
it
mean,
is
have you
fun.
played it or?
Oh yeah, I played it a lot. It's mostly my I they got a jump start on me because I was busy that week with on call, so I couldn't play it. But my friends Ose and Ellis played it a lot more than I had. But I'm right behind them. Like they got like maybe like 10 or 15 more hours than I do.
Hmm. Okay. Neat.
And since Okami is already out of games, I'm gonna just go throw no one out there.
I'm not out of
Another
games.
game I played a good bit of, but I wouldn't rate it very highly. But it was good. It was fun and good, but it has misgivings. Was uh shit, also the Star Wars shooter Star Wars
Star Wars
Battlefront
Outlaws.
2.
How about for two?
Yeah, it went on sale for like $4 last year, so a bunch of us picked it up. And if you like Battlefield type of first person shooters, it's a really fun game. Except heroes can play. Like after you get so many points in a match, Luke Skywalker, General Grievous, one of those sons of bitches can come in, and it's like playing Battlefield, but then all of a sudden, League of Legends character joins and starts flaying everybody alive.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Especially,
that's pretty accurate.
especially somebody who's got like 500 hours playing General Grievous. That asshole.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun with that game too.
Yeah, I mean, if we could play without the heroes, I'd love that game a lot more. But the heroes ruin it for me. Because
I remember.
once somebody gets a good hero streak running, you can't catch back up. You're fucked.
Hmm. I remember like I played the multiplayer for the first time in a long. Well, I mean, I don't think I even touched multiplayer at all. I played like the single player for like a little
Mm-hmm.
bit on my previous PC, and then I played the multiplayer for like the first time like last year. or 2 years ago, I think. And I was like, man, this is pretty good. Like, this is a lot of fun. I wish the maps were bigger. And then I realized that I was playing on the wrong game mode, and I don't know why they were hiding the one that actually had the bigger maps. But you know, their UI is. Listen, I gotta tell you, I just have to say it right now. The UI is so garbage. I cannot stand the way that that's just like, oh yeah, it's clearly right here. You know, it's like you just have to like, you know, scroll it like
Yeah.
two more times and then make sure that you're just past this one section, and then also you have to go to this tab. It's like, come on, man,
It,
just put the menus in the bag, man. Like it's not
it
that
took
hard.
it took a few times playing it to figure out how to get to the game modes we wanted every time because it was like the menu screen is just fucking stupid. It is bad.
Hmm. I played that with my brother back when it came out, but we bought the PS4 Battlefront 2
Mm,
edition, so
sick.
I'll
yeah.
say I could have said I played Battlefield 6, but I only played the demo for a week. Which Battlefield 6 was fun, but I don't have the actual game, so I can't put that on my list.
I played that game. I wouldn't put it on my list personally.
I mean, I like Battlefields though, so it's me.
No, Battlefield's fun. It's just like it just wasn't for me. It's just like it's not a game that really stuck with me
I
personally.
feel you.
Like that's a game that I can play with
Well,
like if friends invite me, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. But
well,
like it's not a game that I'm gonna
Like a
like play
certain
on my
shooter
own.
that you've been playing recently.
uh,
Actually, that's another game that I don't know if I can play solo. I could play it solo, but marathon is
Oh, I
oof.
was talking about CS2, but yeah.
Oh, CS2. Okay, well, I mean,
well,
listen, I'm gonna blame some certain streamers that I've been watching who have been playing that a lot. So, you know, I'm just gonna chalk that up to streamer influence. But
f-
yeah, I mean, it's
ju-
pretty fun though. I gotta say, it is pretty
just
fun,
to,
especially with you
just to
guys.
put it out there, if I had to pick between Call of Duty and Battlefield, it's Battlefield all day.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
no,
the way
no
I
shit.
lean.
Like,
There's other
like,
shooters I enjoy more than both of those.
well, here's the thing: if I was gonna play like multiplayer, absolutely Battlefield 100%. But if I'm gonna play campaign, it's no shot ever gonna be Battlefield. I'm gonna go COD
Like,
all the way. Even COD's worst campaign, even if it's complete garbage like Black Ops 7, from what I heard, I
oh
still
lord.
would pick it over Battlefield 6's campaign. That was so
Well,
trash,
I'm talking
so
online
bad.
multiplayer. Like if yeah, I don't even know if
Yeah,
Battlefield has an actual reputable like one of the first Battlefields I played, the campaign was like only like an hour or two long. It's like, ugh, what the hell is this shit? But the online play is so nice. In
yeah,
fact, it was back in 2024. 20, Battlefield 2042 was on sale, so just to scratch the itch, I got it. And I played it for like a month and a half. It was a really good time because I just enjoy Battlefield online play. Uh, I do scout sniping, and I just tag people and then shoot them if I get a chance to.
yeah.
I don't know who that was. Was that, I'm guessing, towards you, Pavel, in the chat?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's because I think he was talking about how like he doesn't know how I was able to get through the campaign because it was just really, really bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
I cannot express just how bad that game is. It's like, or not the game, the campaign. It was just,
Yeah,
oh,
I will say that if you don't include the current like brain rot that is the new Battlefield, I mean Call of Duty game, their online plays. I mean, their story modes actually usually pretty fun and at least easy to get into. Although I think I heard Black Ops 4 had no campaign mode, but yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
yeah. Um, But
Anyway,
I'll drop on Battlefield 6. Yeah.
How about you, Kobo? Got anything else?
Uh, there were a couple more games that I played. We talked about Peak yet? I don't think we did.
no,
I'm
that
surprised
was on
Okami didn't
mine.
bring it up.
Well, I was getting there. You kept saying I'm out of games, and I said no, I'm not.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Uh,
steal his thunder. Go for it.
No, he's not. Like that's what I just. I just go for the games that I enjoyed. Um, like kind of in order. So Peak was gonna be my next one.
gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I had a love-hate relationship with that game. Uh,
Was it the game or was
very-
it the people you were playing with?
It's the way the game interacts with other players.
It does get kind of
Like,
wonky.
it kind of discourages you playing with new players, to be honest.
I remember
I
I
mean,
remember very specifically that one time where like you were trying to help me up a ledge, and when I got there, it yeeted Okami off the ledge, and I'm like, "This ain't my fault. I don't even get blamed for this."
I think it was because both of us were trying to grab you, and I happened to be in front of Cobalt, and you grabbed his hand. So guess what happens?
Yeet.
It throws me off instead of just you grabbing my hand.
It's not my fault. See,
Yeah, well, it was partially your fault. You didn't have to grab his, but
I mean, I wasn't trying to grab. I was just clicking.
you were
to grab.
just clicking, just a click.
I
Yeah.
think we saved your wife at least.
I thought she was dead before I was on that one.
Maybe.
That is
Could've
entirely
been.
possible,
Could've
honestly.
been.
I remember we left her so many times, and then it was just kind of like, we'll pick you up at the. But she, like, God love her. She is not game inclined, but that's
Oh, she probably doesn't have as much experience as we do playing games like that, or just in general.
games. Well, you say games like that. I mean, that's I don't play climb games, or I guess
Or I just said, or
you
just
call-
in general,
yeah,
because
I would say she actually games more than I do. Is what I was gonna say.
if
Yeah,
it,
but like
if it,
we had a guy that, well, we ran into this a few times the first couple of times I played with you guys, where the scoutmaster would like come in.
Yeah, the scoutmaster comes in if you get too far away or too far ahead of your team.
Yeah, but we the first couple of times we played, there was a guy in my friend group that is known for kind of taking his time
Mm-hmm.
oh dear,
and not saying anything. So the first couple of times we played, he got us good because he saw something on the bottom that he wanted to go check out. And he didn't say anything. He just started running around the outside of the mountain until he got to what he wanted to look at.
sabotage.
And then all of a sudden, we're all getting thrown by the scoutmaster.
Well,
Why?
there you
Yeah, he
go.
got you good. That's straight up bamboozled.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was weird because like
Yeah,
it got to the point where like if you were going to fall too far behind, didn't think you had a good chance of making it, you would literally just put yourself over the edge so that the scoutmaster wouldn't show up.
yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree that the group should be the one that they're like the ones that are together. The like the scoutmaster should go for the ones that are individually. Like even if they're low, he should go after them, not the group. But at the same time, there were a couple times we played and you were just way ahead, and we were still doing. We were still trying to climb up the bottom. So I want to say on those ones it was a bit your fault, but Peak is a very strange game, but it can be very fun. I will say it's like that game was made for Aru. I don't know how he does it. He just like I don't know what he does or how he does it. The items, how he gets them or whatever. Yeah.
I think he just played it more than us.
Yes and no, because by the time we were playing it, like he had only had like 10 hours or whatever.
I've only played it 3 hours total, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, like
it only takes like an hour or two to like kind of get a feel for. I feel like you just kind of start going.
Yeah, he has 30 hours played total. How much do I have? I haven't looked at it. So 10
I have
hours.
2.9 hours, so I'm not even close to any of y'all.
Yeah, but you only joined with us. He played like he
I
would
know.
play anytime somebody else was playing. So
That's what I'm saying. Like the experience helps. If you know what
yeah.
to do, know where to go, know how to use items usefully. I didn't know any of that shit.
Wow. And then there's Pavel with 56. My God.
Yeah,
Peak.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
how many do I have actually?
I mean, Icy, a
I
friend of mine, also has 63. So
I have 8 hours in the game.
yeah, I
So
have
can confirm it
8.9.
takes next to no time to pick up that game.
it was a lot of fun, I will say. Like it's a game that
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed the mechanics of the game of where you're just climbing. Like I think that's pretty interesting.
Getting
I
over it.
think the I'm not talking about that.
What's wrong with getting over it?
I love getting over it.
Is that
Bennett
the
Foddy.
shovel hammer
Yeah,
guy?
yeah,
or
the hammer
whatever?
guy.
Yeah, in a pot, which is really funny.
Yeah, no. I hate games like that.
um,
I kind of want to see
yeah,
you play it now.
yeah, it was fun though. I like Peak. I enjoyed playing it, and I just climbing and like helping people get up there is, I don't know. It's a simple thing, but it works, and I would always get a lot of people to play it, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just a good time. So, but I can if people like have like problems with it though, I can kind of understand it. I mean, I feel like it was one of those games that they just kind of made as in a spur of the moment, and they were just like, "Hey, it works. Might as well bank off of it." And hey, they struck gold, so good for them.
Developers Team Peak.
So. Yeah.
Okay. Publisher Aggro Crab. What else does he have?
They
I don't
they
remember.
made a game called Another Crab's Treasure,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was like their first game, and it didn't really land very well.
I've seen this
Uh,
one.
yeah, it's like they were sad because it didn't it didn't get as many numbers as they wanted to because they put so much effort into it.
Mm,
And then they were just like, "Hey, we were doing a demo for this game. Do you want to try it?" And then they just pretty much like got in talks with Landfall and with the guys that were, I think, published or made or both the Totally Accurate Battleground Simulator
yeah,
games.
that's what
And
Landfall.
yeah, and then they just did that. They collabed, and yeah, the rest is
Stick
history.
Fight the game, which is fun as well.
That's funny.
All right. Well, you got another one, Pavel?
Yes, I always have another one. um, so the next game, so yeah, this is I'm just going by the list that I put up for my year in review. Uh, this one is it's honestly I'm actually surprised that it's up in the top, but I guess in a way I'm not because I was kind of getting into like horror games a little bit more. I felt like I kind of neglected them for a bit, so I this next game is called Dead Letter Department. It's a very interesting game. Very Silent Hill coded kind of game. It's you're basically like I'm not really sure what to say. Like you're kind of like a middleman for like this mail delivery system where you basically just like try to transcribe what's on a letter so that it can reach its destination because it's considered a dead letter. Like I guess the automated system wasn't enough to actually like send it to where it needed to go, and then you basically just are correcting the system to send it off. And basically what happens is like you know, you start to realize that there's a little bit more to this thing than you're realizing. It's not like a conspiracy, but it's basically like you basically start to find out that you're becoming haunted by whatever is in the department itself or in the computer, who knows. And yeah, it's a very I don't want to say it's disturbing, but it's a very unnerving game. It's a very like a game that's just built to make you uncomfortable. It's really it just felt very effective. Like it felt like kind of like a game like a horror game you would see like on the PS1 or something like that, like on an old console, and it just it really nailed its vibes very well. The environments, the sound design, it was all just really really puts you on edge. It was and I still think about that game like here and there because it's a very addicting game in a way too because you just love typing and it's kind of like a mindless job, but like if it's not a job and if it's not an actual job, it's like it's fun, you know. You're
It's a
just like,
mindless job
okay,
you're not getting paid for.
yeah, exactly.
Right? Like fast food simulator.
True.
So true. But yeah, it like all you're really doing is just typing down what's on the screen, and that's it. And yeah, it's good. I really had a good time with it. It was a horror darling for me. So yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to for sake of moving on, I'm going to throw a bunch of mine together here. Of some that probably everyone knows, but Rocket League is one that I play a ton of. Fortnite, I like and enjoyed playing that one. But then, of course, we already said Peak. And then I was going to go on to probably my most, I don't know what the word would be like. Not like fun or anything. I enjoy it probably. I should probably say Counter Strike I played as well, but and Spyro, but the most fun I had would probably be, and it's of course games that are been around and they keep making more, and I love it. But the Jackbox party packs, it's probably my favorite time getting together with people playing those. And I love Madverse City, but for some reason others don't. That's my favorite one. In the Party Pack 5. All right.
The rapping one, yeah.
Yeah, the one where you type out raps.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
People always
gotta
say, well,
throw
I'm
in
just. What?
They have to throw in old school RuneScape before the end. Play
Well,
that
yeah.
game every year since 2003.
You need to
Man's
get with
dedicated.
the guy that I keep telling you to play Counter Strike with or something. Who used to be semi-pro. He plays that game religiously now.
Well, I mean, you've never introduced him, and I never see him, so.
He's perpetually online. He has a job that requires him to be online. So, other than Mondays and Tuesdays, he is probably playing RuneScape.
Sick.
Yeah.
He'll probably be playing on Wednesday. The new temporary game mode starts.
Yeah. I refuse. I will not get a membership. So.
Refusal.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Honestly, fair enough.
I deny you.
I was a free to play for so long. I cannot. I need to go on there and just max out everything that I can free to play.
You don't have to.
Oh, there's a new free to play boss, by the way.
Oh, cool. Well, there we go. I don't even know what my current account's up to, so it's probably like 67 or something. I know it's trying to max out fishing when I ended.
6-7.
6-7. Oh no, Pavel's been infected.
I saw an opportunity maybe 30 minutes ago, and I was
seized
I'll
it.
let it pass. But then I seized it now. I couldn't let it slide.
Wait, do you know? Quick side note. You know what movie I'm quoting?
Which one?
That I saw an opportunity and I seized
Oh
it.
God. What was it again? Was it? It's not. I thought There Will Be Blood, right?
No, this is a very kids movie.
Oh. Oh. What? Super Mario?
No, no.
Okay.
I, not many people know it, but if anyone does, I'll put it in mute chat. There, a little GIF.
Oh yeah. Damn. Wow. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's called Flushed Away. It was a good one.
Wow. Yeah. Damn.
I don't know.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, it was probably back when you were a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. That was back when they had still had VHSs.
Yeah. All right.
Want me to speed run some of mine?
Yeah, go ahead and speedrun your list.
With Ellis and Os, I played Wildwoods. Think Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, but
Ooh.
slightly different. Yeah, it's by Octofox Games. The Rift Breakers used to be a single player game, but they re-released it with a multiplayer mode. It's like a Diablo game or Hades, but like as far like the look down type of gameplay, but instead your mech's trying to terraform a planet for suitable for human life and shit like that.
Huh.
Play some SCP Secret Laboratory with Cobalt over here. Fun little first person shooter that's free to play. The gameplay's a little jarring to say the least. Pretty fun though, multiplayer game.
Yeah, a little
Risk.
jarring.
It's a little jarring, not knowing what the hell you're doing and getting thrown in. Like, guess what? You're a scientist. What does that mean? I'm dead. Okay, moving on.
I'm the design
Repos.
team.
Repo was pretty fun to play with friends. Gotta give that one a shout out.
Was
To
that
everybody,
one
if you
last
played,
year?
yeah, we played it last year.
Okay, I guess so. I don't. I
It's
thought that was a year and a half ago.
also
Seems
Risk of
like
Rain
That
2.
was actually like in February, I think. It was like near the start of the year, actually.
Okay.
Risk of Rain 2 kind of fumbled the most recent DLC they did, but other than that, it's still a great game to play. Pretty damn
Because
fun.
it's Gearbox.
Speaking of
It
which,
is Gearbox.
Poom started playing, so I was gonna
Ooh,
figure
might have
out
to
if
get
we
her
can
in
get
with
him.
that.
Yeah.
I did play some Left 4 Dead 2 last year, but not enough to talk about. And probably at the top of multiplayer games is going to be Helldivers 2 because I played the shit out of that game last year. I started
Oh
playing
yeah,
last
brother.
year, and it's I'm not gonna act like it's the greatest game ever made, but just getting on and fucking shit up is it's very fun to just get in there and
Yeah.
just do shit.
Yeah.
I
Hell yeah.
and also at the top of the list is going to be Monster Hunter Wilds because if you like Dark Souls type games where you're fighting bosses, this is basically oops all bosses. It's fun. It's pretty fun if you like that kind of shit. But you
Mm-hmm.
can tag team the bosses, which also makes it fun. Now, if we're
Yeah.
talking single player games, oh shit, what was that first one I was going to mention? Rogue Tower defense game, fun tower defense game. Also a banger of a soundtrack. Like you will get hooked just on the music with this game, Rogue Tower. Write it down.
Hmm.
What other single player games did I play? Well, I played Rogue Legacy 1 and 2 more recently, so I don't want to include those. Um, let's see. One player. Oh, Myriad Death, the game based off the Mori Calliope, was a pretty fun little top-down side-scroller game. Hack and slash, pretty fun. Hollow Live music blasting in the background the whole time you're cutting shit down. It's a pretty good game.
Hmm.
I also played went back and what's the name of that damn game? Crypt of the Necro Dancer. I played that again too. If you can deal with rhythm games that have like a dungeon delving theme to it, it's a really fun game to get into. I bought it for Cobalt. I don't know if you ever played it.
What
And
game was that?
uh Crypt of the Necro Dancer.
I don't think so.
I did buy it for you, but I said I doubt you played it.
Yeah, I think that one was a roguelite. Yeah, that's.
But you still have it, don't you?
Yeah, one day I might. I don't know what kind of mood it would take for me to play a game like that.
Oh, speaking of multiplayer, I forgot to mention Goblin Cleanup. It's I like the puzzle aspect of it, and I like having to figure out how to get everything clean. But it's an okay game if you got friends to play with. It's not nothing to, not gonna say it's the best game I ever played, but I enjoy playing with friends. And what else? Elden Ring and Elden Ring Night Rain. I finally played for the
Oh
first
yeah.
time last year. Elden Ring is just your great classic Souls methodical, gonna eventually get through this story type game. But Night Rain is just fucking that on methamphetamines. It's just high octane fucking Elden Ring experience. It's very. I had a lot of fun playing Night Rain with friends.
I agree. It is very fun.
There's one other
Super fun.
game. I don't think I should. I probably should mention on stream, but it's probably one of the best Metroidvania games I've ever played, and I played it. I actually beat it again last year.
Why
It's
shouldn't you mention on stream?
there is some adult content to the game. That's why.
And
But and look, I'm not gonna mention his name. His name's been mentioned in the stream. He has also played the game, but he'll agree. Like it has probably one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever fucking heard. You can actually, on top of buying the game, extra DLC is the soundtrack for the game because it is just loved. It is an amazing soundtrack.
what? You still haven't named the game.
It's called Flipwitch,
Okay.
and I literally was like, this is actually a really great game. Like it's, I got recommended the game because I like Metroidvania games. I'm like, but it's got an adult tag, but it looks fucking fun. And I swear, like I think the stage 4 song was stuck in my head for 3 days after playing it. I was being tortured.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. I would recommend if you're into that kind of stuff.
All
That,
right.
that I was gonna call it that. Uh, yeah,
What do
a
you?
lot of single player, a lot of multiplayer.
Anything else you got to add, Cobalt?
No, not really. I didn't play a ton of games last year.
All right, Pavel.
Uh, I'll do some quick fire shots. So I also played Baldur's Pit, which is a very addicting game. One game that I didn't actually expect to be as addicting, kind of like a pinball roguelike game.
Mhm.
Really like that is like crack incarnate. It's so good. I really had a good time in that game, and that was a game that I actually went out of my way to 100% as soon as I did. I also played Nuppy's Number Factory, which is kind of like uh, Bust a Move sort of, and it's that's a really good game. A little rough to kind of get into, kind of difficult, but you know it's still a good game you can replay here and there. I also played Easy Delivery Co., which is a really chill, relaxed game, kind of Animal Crossing coded, where you're just kind of like you just deliver packages a little haphazardly from one place to another in like a snowy kind of valley and stuff like that. I also played the sci-fi horror FPS Routine, which that was like a game that was like on a hiatus for like 17 years since it was announced, and the
Give
fact
me.
that it kind of hello,
Oh,
the
welcome,
fact
Fuji.
that I was really happy that it finally got released, and it's actually a really great game, great atmosphere and sound design. Really, I was really happy about that. I played the Dead Space remake for the first time, and I was kind of worried that like it was just kind of gonna follow standard remake procedures, like another game that I'm actually gonna list. But it actually kind of excelled far better as a remake than I expected it to be. Very gorgeous graphics and lighting and stuff like that. Really kind of shakes up the original game in ways that I didn't expect, and I was really happy to see. I also played The Last of Us Part One remake, which I just mentioned earlier. That was a really good game to kind of play on PC. Really happy to experience the story again on like fresh graphics and stuff like that. I played Silent Hill F, and that was a very good horror game, considering that Silent Hill, well, at least the mainline Silent Hill has been off the grid for a while. So that was a really good experience. I was really happy to play it, and good to see that Konami actually kind of knows their roots. played Death Stranding for the first time. I'll just kind of list these games. I'm not gonna take up too much time anymore. But I played Death Stranding. I also played Peak and Repo. I played Beyond the Wire. I played Stone Simulator, Snail Simulator, Super Hot VR, Kid A Amnesia Exhibition, and these two games on itch.io called Green Joker's Gambit, which is basically, you know the. Has anyone here played Super Mario 64 DS?
Yes.
DS, no.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know the Luigi mini games that you would play, the one with
Yeah.
with Luigi's picture poker. So it's basically that, but Balatro, basically. And
Okay.
they also had the Luigi's Picture Poker on itch.io, and that's another one that I played too. So those are my top one. Also, I want to give a special mention though to Arc Raiders. That is actually a really fun game. Probably one of the most chill extraction shooters. Like people say, it's like a extraction shooters for the employed, and it's really fun. But I kind of knocked it down to an A tier because I really just did not like the AI voices that they had for their NPCs and their human characters, which is incredibly ironic considering the universe. But they recently changed it back to voice acting. Thank God, to like actual like voice actors, human voice actors. I still need to hear for it for myself, but yeah, I would give that a special mention. It's a really good game. So
Yeah, I had some
but yeah,
friends that were really into Arc Raiders, and they almost convinced me to get it. But I held
That
off.
close.
I held off, and now they're playing Helldivers. So
I will say if you hate Marathon, you'll like Arc Raiders, and if you don't like Arc Raiders, you'll probably love Marathon. So I think
with
I don't
that's
me,
like either
we've
of those games, so I don't think that's necessarily true.
with me, it's I don't like getting a game like 2 or 3 weeks into it with some friends because then one, I know they're about to move on, and then two, I'm behind. So I don't like not knowing anything and them being trying to teach me stuff. I'm like, just let me figure it out. But it never ends that way. So
That happens a
that's
lot
fair
with
enough.
streamer slot games, though. Like a lot of games that get popular because a bunch of streamers played it, people move on after like a month of playing it. Nobody touches it again.
yeah, that's why whenever the IRL friend group I have, whenever they say they're getting into a game, I usually just like I'm gonna wait 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, if they're still playing it, I may pick it up, but usually they're like playing different games. Um, One thing that I do wish I could play with them that they play every once in a while is 2K, but that's not like cross-platform. So too bad, so sad. Waiting for 2K to do that, but all right. Well, if Fiji, are you talking tonight or no?
He's just here.
He's just here, just the Shiori sitting in the corner,
Rock Simulator.
2 pixels away because he's not gay.
Any games from last year you really liked?
GTA 6.
GTA
That's
6.
next year.
It's supposed to be this year.
Well, not anymore.
They say 27 now? I thought that was this year still.
They moved it back again.
Let's see. Release date November.
Oh, I was gonna say it's still 2026.
Yeah,
They
technically.
still got a
yeah.
few months to push it back again. We'll see what
They
happens.
they still got time. They still got time to disappoint everyone again. I know my friend group's gonna be into that whenever they play though.
Convenient that PlayStation raises the price of their premier console to play that game on, like half a year before it gets released.
I don't have to worry about that. I'm never gonna play
Yeah,
GTA.
I'm not gonna play it either.
I mean, I if I was into RP, maybe, but it's kind of hard to do, especially when there's a better, like to me, VR
Oh, I'm
chat's
not
the
doing RP.
better place to do it anyway. So
So true.
If I actually played a GTA, it's for the gameplay of the story. I don't give a damn about no RP.
Yeah. Oh shit! Here we go again. All right. Number 3 on our list, games we are
When that
looking
happened to me.
forward to. I don't mind, however long we want to spend on this one. But I actually don't really have a list for this one. But that's because, like I said before, I usually stick with the same games I usually play. Like, I'll be playing Shell Shock, I'll be playing Rocket League, Valorant, Super Battle Golf, and Fortnite, Counter Strike. I'll just be doing the same thing as I always do until, I don't know, I guess something else comes along way better, which I guess Super
Um,
Battle Golf's new, so, but it
yeah,
wasn't
that's
one I was looking forward to. It just came out, and I was like, oh,
I'm kind of looking forward to this, although it's not a new game. But Pal World's version 1.0 is finally coming out this year,
oh,
where
okay,
the game's officially at the what it's supposed to be, I guess you could say.
yeah.
So basically,
Let's hope people play it.
they've been in early access for the last 3 years, but apparently their 1.0 release is coming this year, where they're like, this is the finalized version of the game.
Will it be my time to finally grab that game?
I can get back on Power World, man, if you get the game.
I don't know. You'd have to wait like a couple months so I can catch. Because I don't, like I
I'll
said,
catch it up. Look,
I don't like having people that already know how
no.
to play.
Here's the thing, Okami, is you can host a server, and I can go just build my own base, and we can just live
Exactly.
separately.
I
So
don't
I'll
like
go off
that.
and do my own damn thing while you go off and do your own damn thing.
Yeah, and if I visit and you're like,
I
super,
could turn hostile.
it'd be like me at Stone Age going to see Atlantis. Yeah,
Nah,
no,
I'm
thank
sure they
you.
changed the game to where it's a little easier or harder to get the stuff you need. I haven't played it in years, so.
I don't know. I'm not good at hunting and gathering. I was not made to do that. So
Well, are you good at Pokemon?
no.
Then, don't lie to me.
What? I'm not. Never been good at Pokemon. Now the trading card game's something different. I was decent at that. But then I haven't played it in like 10 years. So. Oh, there is one game I was looking forward to, but it already came out. And now I still haven't played it, but that's Slay the Spire 2.
Uh-huh.
That was the only one this year I was actually like had on a list.
Did you play Slay the Spire 1 before, or was that just when you played recently?
I know yes, like technically no, I've never played it, but like there's mobile emulators and stuff, so yes.
I
But
see.
like I just now started streaming it and playing it on my PC, so it only shows me having what, like probably 6 or 7 hours or whatever played.
Just so you know, there is actually a Steam Workshop mod that adds multiplayer to the game. We could play together.
No, thank you. I'd like to get through the game. Yeah, I almost have 10
I've
hours.
only played Slay the Spire 1 for like 20 minutes. I don't have a lot of time in that game.
No. If we played 2 together, that'd be fine. But I want to beat 1. It's gonna take me some time, but I want to fully beat 1 before I switch. But also, like when on Slay the Spire, I like the challenging stuff to where it's like really hard to beat everything. So like Aru's like I rated Aru the other day after I had just beat with a strength build only. He's like, I see how you play the game. He said something kind of degrading to how I played it, but I was like, but that's what's fun to me. Doing something that's not supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to win with like 2 health and like almost killing myself to try and do a strength build. But I did, and it was fun, and I actually beat the game. And it took me 9.5 hours of playtime to do it in like 20. I want to say like 20 tries. But that's kind of how I play it. If I wanted to play it just to win, not that fun to me because I can win by doing all the meta stuff, and I don't like meta. So, but that's why I was never good. What's the game that I'm trying to think of? Like Clash Royale's one I can think of where I was actually top 2 or 300, but then I refused to play the meta and they actually made it impossible for you to win. But there was another game that did that too. Yeah, there's always another. Oh, Soul Calibur, when they just absolutely decimated Killick. And I was just crying.
When your main gets nerfed in any fighting game, it's painful.
Well, it's not that he just got nerfed. He got like placed in like D tier, and he was an S tier for the first 2 games, which I understand he was a bit OP, but then they just like were like, we're tired of this guy, and then they killed him off in the 4th one, and I was like, okay, I'm never playing this franchise again. But then they brought him back, so
Yeah.
oh well.
Hopefully they reboot the Soul Calibur series. I'd like them to go back to square one.
I love Soul Calibur. I can't. It bothers me so much when they start putting in so much super armor. I can't stand it. Tekken, Soul Calibur, any fighting game, when they start throwing in super armor on like every single character and it's something you have to use, I'm just like, okay, no, this is done. I'm gone. I like my 20 hit combos that you can't do anything about. Not the I'm just going to explode.
I don't even play that many fighting games, and I get sick of like super armor.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Soul Calibur has. Nightmare, and Nightmare literally has a defensive mechanism that allows him to counter any combo. The only thing is it can't stop the start of a combo. So like they think so for that it's not OP, but if your character requires you to do long form combos to get any damage, then you're essentially, null and void if someone's playing Nightmare, which I want to say half the online people do. So all right. Well, so like I was saying, I don't have many games. The one that I actually was looking forward to already came out. So I will let y'all take over this topic of what games are you looking forward to, if any.
It hasn't been announced yet, but everybody who plays is looking forward to when they finally release a DLC for Monster Hunter Wilds, because that basically adds a whole other game to the game already. Whenever DLC for that game, Monster Hunter games come out. So that's really all there is to say about that. It's already existing game. I can't think of any games I'm looking forward to that I know are coming out.
Shall we or Cobalt, do you have any that you actually know of?
I'm looking forward to currently.
Yeah.
Oh, most of them I don't actually know when they're releasing.
GTA 6.
So, hey, Subnautica 2, to be determined. They were going to release it, but then the owner of the company didn't want to pay the creators some sort of bonus, so then pushed it back, and then there was a huge lawsuit, and I think he had to hire them back. I don't know where that's going. And then there's a game called No Law that is supposed to come out eventually. It's kind of similar to Cyberpunk, at least in game and art style. I want to try out whenever it comes out, but it also doesn't have a release date yet.
All right.
Uh,
I think we let Pavel take it over from here. This
Oh,
is your
boy.
segment.
Okay. I mean,
Well, I would assume you have a few just because of your like
yeah.
watching most of the whatever they are. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah, they're like game show podcast, not
Yeah.
podcasts, like streaming things. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. I actually missed one that I might see.
Oh, it's
soonish or
over.
later.
This topic's over. Pavel has to leave. He's done
No.
with his.
Although
But
I did remember. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go. You go.
No, I was gonna say I am from because of my class. I used to love playing Marvel vs. Capcom games. I am kind of curious about uh Marvel Dokkan Battle. The made by the people who made
Mm,
Guilty Gear. They're making a Marvel vs. Capcom tag game. Oh, just a Capcom tag, Marvel tag game. Kind of curious about
yeah,
that one.
it does look interesting. And I'm not really a fighting game guy.
I
Very
used to
interested
love
in it.
used to love the Capcom versus Street Fighter games, or just the Marvel vs. Capcom games. They're great.
Yeah. But oh boy, I've got a list. I'll try.
Hit it.
I'll just. I'll just do surefire shots. So, I will say that the only game that I was actually looking forward to this year has already come out, which was Marathon, and I I'm very happy with that game. I'm really happy playing it and stuff like that. So, um, that was really the major game that I was looking forward to. Everything else, like, is just kind of like, okay, if it'll come out. But I will say that these are some games that I'm looking forward to if they ever come out this year. But it's Silent Hill Townfall, Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Let's see. There was one that was called Iron Nest Heavy Turret Simulator. There is also Living Hell, which is like a kind of like a co-op horror game, I think, like kind of like friend slop. I like using that term.
Friend
It's very
swap.
funny. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hell Let Loose Vietnam, Valor Mortis. I don't think this is coming out. I think this is in like development hell or probably got canceled, but I'm not sure. There's Mudang Two Hearts.
Mudang.
There's yeah, I'm not
Mudang.
joking. That's literally what it's called. Mudang. Mudang. Mudang.
I've actually heard of this one.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know. I
I only
saw
heard
it
the hippo.
somewhere. Yeah, I know the hippo, but I actually heard of this game.
Huh.
Maybe it was whenever I popped into one of your streams and it was on the showcase.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could be. Oh, Game of Thrones, War for Westeros, Mortal Shell 2. And this is
That
on my Steam wish list because it's not on Steam because Epic sucks. But there was also Lords of the Fallen 2, Over the Hill, Frost Rail, Onimusha Way of the Sword, Gangstalk, Octopus City Blues. Let's see. And Big Walk. That's a big one that I'm actually very, very excited to see. Eve Vanguard, I'm interested in. There's this one game that has a insanely long and crazy to pronounce title, so thankfully they have like a acronym just called PVKK.
Wait, hold on, I gotta stop you for a second.
What?
Big Walk,
Big
as
walk.
in as in the only game where you can become rice and be in a walk with a radio. I know what
Wait,
you're-
that sounds. I don't know if you're joking, but that sounds awesome.
It's
no,
on
okay,
Steam.
I've never heard of this game. This looks sick as fuck. Oh my god!
Coming soon.
Oh my god, I want this! Holy! Oh my god, this is awesome!
I think
love
he
the
made
thumbnail
it.
for the game.
I think he made it because that other game's coming out is what
Oh
I
my
want to
God,
believe.
please. Oh, this is so funny. The only game where you can become rice and be in a walk with a radio. This is the coolest looking game ever. Oh
I'll
my
put up my display.
It's got
I love
proximity voice chat. Oh my god.
I love the MS Paint. No. So
That's what I'm
you
saying.
talk-
The thumbnail is amazing. Let's
Oh,
just put that out there.
the MS Paint
Please.
wallpaper. Oh my god, that's
Go.
awesome.
Somebody, if you can't see, I put it on stream behind us. So it is Big Walk, BIGWOK. This is
Oh,
literally.
that's awesome. Oh
You're-
my god, that's
Love to
sick.
see it.
No, okay, so for the record, I meant walk. W.
Yeah,
A L
yeah, yeah. I
walk,
kn-
but yeah, I'm pretty sure you meant that. But like, that's sick though. That's a gem. That's a diamond
When
in the rough, man.
when I was
Holy.
typing in big and then I typed in W, that's what came up, and I was like, "Oh,
That's
okay."
awesome. I need to understand how that was the first one that came up, but I need that in my life. Holy.
It is hilarious.
Maybe it's because I just download a bunch of games that I'll never play and that are just kind of dumb, and so it's like, "Oh,
That's
you'll like
fair.
this one."
Kind of genius, more like.
Yeah.
But oh, God,
Okay.
I
Sorry to
well-
get you off track there.
no, it's fine. Like I'm so glad that I got derailed. That was awesome. That was an awesome thing to look at. Oof, yeah. So I think I stopped here. PBKK. Yep. Phantom Blade Zero. Grave Seasons. I'm interested in. I'm also interested in Beast of Reincarnation. Let's see. There is another. Oh yeah, I think it was called Desktop Explorers, which was interesting to me. Panic Delivery, which is like another friend slap game. Oh, it's called Desktop Explorer. Never mind, not Explorers.
Hmm.
And I think there was. Oh yeah, Zero Parades for Dead Spies is interesting, but I kind of have some beef with the developers for that game, so I don't know. I think the one that I'm actually most looking forward to out of the entire list that I've just read out to you guys unwillingly is Thick as Thieves, actually. That looks like a very, very interesting game. That, I think, is a good game that I hope will get a lot of traction because I think that that could be a lot of fun, just basically like 4 thieves trying to steal like a major jewel or something like that. Kind of like, you know, the Thief games. This is actually by Warren Spector, who helped make the Thief games and Deus Ex. Yeah, it's basically like it's like a PvP VE kind of game where you're like a thief and you have to just kind of like sneak into like a building in whichever way possible just to steal like a jewelry, and basically you're just kind of you know competing against the other guy. It's pretty. It looks really good. So I think that's probably the game that I'm most looking forward to.
Not.
Considering that Play Dead's next game, I don't know their title, I don't know the release date, so I have no idea when that's coming out. So
All right. Well,
yeah.
mine is definitely now Big Walk and not
Oh,
the
yeah.
WALK.
Oh yeah. Nope. That's up
I,
there. That's like in the
you
top-
know what would
top
be
5.
even better is that, or you know what's even better is that it says it has online co-op.
That's sick. I need to understand. Is it like you're just with other people? You're like other rice,
You're in the
other
ri-
breeds
you're
of
just-
rice. Oh man, I need this. I need people to see this game, man. This looks awesome. I'm gonna happily buy this game. Hold on, I gotta add this to my wish list. Yep.
Yeah, I did already.
The walk is large. The walk is huge. The walk shall give refuge to those lucky few. That's awesome.
It's made by Nibble Studios, which only has this game as their.
That's all you
Okay.
need.
And the live radio. Wow.
Play my game. It's X. That's literally. I bet.
I'm praying he keeps that banner. That is like the best banner. That's like
Mhm.
that's my banner on Twitch. Like where it's just, like you probably see. Or no, it was like my
Yeah.
offline thing. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome, man. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
Thank you for sharing. When I was just confused, I was like, "Wait, there's 2 games."
There's
All
big
right.
walk and big walk.
You gotta, depending on who you're talking to, you gotta be careful with that one.
True. True.
All right. Well, last point of the podcast. Unless did you have more you were looking forward to? I thought you got through your list
No,
pretty
no,
well.
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Last thing is we always have a hot take. I don't know how much this is a hot take until I say it, and then people disagree with me. But I think that hitboxes should be visible. Like there should be a setting where you can turn on the hitboxes, um, and not like have it be walling or anything. But I would almost rather see the hitbox than the actual game.
Honestly,
Especially in Rocket League, especially in probably Valorant. Like I don't care that the characters have nice outfits or anything. I'd rather just see what I'm supposed to be aiming at. So
I, I actually agree with that. I think there should be a setting for that, especially in like casual play. Maybe in like competitive matches or like ranked or something like that. I think that should be off personally. But if it was like in casual matches or tournaments or stuff, but if it was like casual matches, I think I would be happy to have that setting on. I think people will kind of get used to it and understand the hitboxes too.
yeah,
But
like
Well, some games when the training modes you can turn on hitboxes to see where hitboxes are, but as soon as you go in like a actual versus mode, the hitboxes are off.
yeah, it's just I feel like sometimes like I'm off slightly or I'm hitting something but I'm not sure why in the game it didn't register or something. This is more so I want to say with Rocket League, and then also early on when I was playing Tekken, um, and I find I had to actually learn the hitboxes and stuff, and how to juggle and everything. I hate juggling with a passion, but because it was a requirement, I learned for a while, and then I just stopped playing the games. But that's something I've always been very frustrated with. That yes, it's a learning curve of like you need to learn the hitboxes, but that I can never see them, so I don't know what I'm actually hitting, and that's always something I've kind of disliked about some games. Um, Now, if the hitboxes are perfect, that's different, which they'll never be. But but I just I get very frustrated when I see something on the game side, but then it's not correct on the hitbox side or the whatever. It can also be internet or whatnot, but most of the time I know when I'm hitting them, even if it's internet side, and it just happens to be a hitbox problem.
My
Um,
favorite hitbox thing is in any game that has a character like I don't know, Zangief, and when he's crouching, he's still tall to get hit by anybody by just a standing jab. But because he's crouching, his hitbox is down low, but their fists are going through their face. I always love that
yeah,
aspect of games.
I see that one. I kind of understand because, like, if you block low, then you only block the low. You're only blocking a low attack.
Yeah, it
But
makes sense, but it just looks goofy.
yeah, but like I said, this is more of a problem in Rocket League for me because, like, I think it would help out so many people playing is if they could just see the car hitbox and not the car itself. But
For me, the biggest thing similar to that is Hunt Showdown used to
Ugh.
have a tool where you could go single player into any of the maps and just run around and explore the map. You could try to wallbang stuff and see if it was wallbangable. You could check for cracks that people could see you from. at different locations, just like learn the map and all the different hidey holes and everything. And then they did an update to the game and removed that. And then they added more maps, but you
Yeah.
couldn't run around and explore the new map to learn the map. You just had to play the game. It's like, well, that
Is that what's with the test server thing?
the test server is just the beta version. It's just beta,
Okay.
the beta branch, but it's a test server.
Yeah. So can you
It's
do it in the
also
test server?
multiplayer. In neither game can you guarantee that you will see a
Mm.
you will randomly get one of the 4 available maps. So if you know 3 of the maps and you need to learn one of them, good luck. And then if you need to learn specific compounds, also good luck because you might spawn on the opposite end of the map. Like it could take you easily hundreds of hours to learn the new map just because there's nothing for it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe that wasn't a hot take, but maybe it would be if I said that I think it should be that way for competitive as well.
Oof.
But
100%.
Oh, people
If you
would
said competitive, it would be.
ride your
yeah,
street.
I don't know. I'd like to see.
Daigo would laugh at you.
I'd like to see people playing Valorant and it's just stick figures and lines.
Well, I do find it
But
funny how like because like CS, everybody's headshot is the same height. Even though fucking Brimstone's like fucking 6'5", he has the same fucking the same head hit box as a fucking the 5'5"
yeah,
goth girl. I just find it hilarious.
yeah.
I will.
Go ahead.
I will. Yeah. I will say that. I think maybe after thinking about it for a bit, I think I would like to see it in competitive. Like at least if it's set in the game itself. Like, but if it's a tournament, I think they should have it off. Personally, like I don't think that setting should be allowed if you're like in a public tournament like Evo or something like that. And
Yeah, at that point, I
it's
think
just being used for something.
they're good at they've used all
They
the
should
knowledge that
know.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's the best in the world.
yeah, but at the same time, I don't like even in like maybe spectating sometimes. If I ever watch Rocket League, which I have watched the last 2 worlds. There are sometimes even in like the most competitive where the hitbox is off just slightly, and even the people, the like pros, would like to know what happened
Yeah, you
right
hear that
there.
collective, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's one
even the
reason.
announcers
Yeah,
are like, okay, that was something strange or something different. Like I've heard that before. Like, oh, that I don't know how he missed that or how
If,
he
if we're talking
that's one
online
thing I
lobbies, at
like
least have the
about
option.
yeah, that's one thing I like about Counter Strike is like the different skin models. Like their hitbox actually matches what you see. So anybody that's playing a character model that is physically larger than another character model is actually at a disadvantage because their hitbox is bigger. That's why pros only play with the default model for tournaments.
okay.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it does.
Gotta keep it fair and balanced.
Hmm.
Which I mean, I'll admit the CT model that I use is a little bit bulky and he is at a disadvantage, but I like the way it looks, so I don't care.
Dude, that that reminds me, I back when I used to play Soul Calibur 3, local Babbages was having like a small tournament, and I mean like 8 people showed up. Me, 2 of my friends, and like 5 other people. One guy was playing as Astaroth. I was playing as Taki, but I because at the time I lived with my parents, I made a customized version of Taki that just had more clothes on, so she didn't look all like titties hanging out and all that stuff. Like
How
like
dare
like
you?
sculpted sculpted to her body like tights and stuff. So I picked him for the tournament, and after I got a freaking a 3-2 comeback on the guy, like he got up 2 rounds with me. Then I figured out his gameplay and whooped his ass. He was like, "This is bullshit. I can't tell you if I'm fighting Taki." I'm like, "Bro, it's just her with more clothes on. What the fuck are you talking about?"
He's not as distracted.
Right? If I don't see him bouncing, I don't know where to aim.
That's
Oh my god. Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I played Soul Calibur just to mess around, if I knew I could, I would pick Valdo, and that was probably the most fun I would have in a competitive style game. If anyone knows who Valdo is in Soul Calibur, he's essentially the like you don't know what he's gonna do type character, and it is so fun to play.
Grab walk, thrusting.
I would just play
Lots of
Yoshimitsu and try to like
In
beat
Tekken
my friends by
or Soul Calibur.
stabbing
Soul Calibur.
himself.
Oh no. Os is he loved doing that too because he would do the seppuku move and try to finish you and to win the match. That son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's so much more funny to watch.
Yeah, especially if you start spinning and they're all unblockable. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But Valdo's another character where I wish that they would have hitboxes because half the time,
Hit.
well, no, half the time, if they actually went by what he's doing in the game, they would not be able to hit that guy. But I guess
So, I
that's a
just
little
wanna
too
make
OP.
sure- it's been many years since I played this game, but is Baldo the guy with like the claws?
Yeah, the claws and that like moves weird and
Like,
then goes on the
yeah,
ground
he's
and like
his body's on the ground.
yeah. Yep.
He flops
bent
around,
over
he
and
moves,
shit.
he
Yeah.
turns into a reverse crab and starts walking
Okay.
at you.
I would get so
Yeah.
frustrated with people picking what's the guy with the big
Siegfried.
sword? Yes. That I started maining
Nightmare.
Valdo just
No,
because they
he's
didn't know
Siegfried
his
more.
play style.
Funny.
Yeah. Because I was a Killick main when I played competitively. But then as soon as somebody chose Siegfried, I immediately just locked Valdo. And they would be like, what? But no one plays Valdo, or like, it's not a, he's not a viable, like, he was like a D tier. He's not that great. But for Siegfried, he needs a lot of feints. He needs a lot of like you hitting them to make sure that he gets his super armor off, and then also goes into his sword combos. And so whenever I'd pick Valdo, it's just, well, I could be hitting you, or I could just be going to a second stance. And so and you could switch it off. You could just be like, go to your hit, but then all of a sudden cancel it and go to the stance. And so it's so funny to just set them like, hit their counter move, and then I'm all of a sudden, just 3 feet away from walking on my claws behind them. But
we need to find a way to play Soul Calibur 3 so we can play
Yeah,
this shit.
everyone that played that character was such a troll. I
just hated
Silent
Siegfried
Hill
with a
3 is
passion.
the only one that I've played, and that was like back in, I want to say 2004. So
Yeah. No, Siegfried, anytime somebody chose him, I was immediately as disrespectful as I could be because I hated that character with a passion. And I still
I
do
never
to
really
this day.
played professionally. I just play with my friends. Os, my friend Tommy, and like one other person that we used to play back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm sorry, we don't have professional tournaments in like 2004 backwoods.
I mean, I
Yeah,
lived
you're
in
not wrong.
Oklahoma. I didn't have professional tournaments either. I just played so much online, and then also played in local stuff.
Old of you to assume we had the internet
Yeah,
connection for that.
I did have
For
high-speed
Soul
internet and stuff.
Calibur, what would have been 3 and 4?
Oh,
Oh, brother, in like 2003, our internet was basically dial-up.
yeah,
Like,
there weren't many options for high speed.
Yeah, but that would have been 2002. It would have been the second one. No, for 3 and 4, they were. What did that mean? Yeah, came out in
I know it was
5,
pre
but then
2005 that I played 3.
yeah, no, it
Yeah,
came out in
I
2005.
Did it?
Yeah,
No, maybe I
October
played it in
25th, 2005.
2005 and 2006 then.
One of the ways I based off my
same
time frame is
difference. I still lived in the same house with essentially died.
Well, yeah, I played Soul Calibur 2 way before that, but that like 1 and 2 were not during
I based things
the
off of
online
if
era.
we did it before Hurricane Katrina wrecked everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was around that time actually that I played the game. I don't remember if it was shortly before or shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have Soul Calibur 2 until the PS online until the PS3 came out. So,
but I didn't actually own Soul Calibur 3. My neighbor owned it. He would just come over and play.
Same. My friend Tommy owned it. We went over to his house and played.
That was
poor Os though. He never played a Soul Calibur before, but he jumped in on 3. Basically, he spent an entire weekend getting dogged by me and my friend Tommy, and that's how he got good with Sasamo.
Yeah. But no, that was the only thing like in my small town that they actually had at the mall was a couple fighting game tournaments every so often, but they weren't I'm not pro or anything. I would just play in the tournaments, and sometimes you could get ranked if you like completely destroyed people, but I think that was only the Tekken tournaments that they really did.
We
the
didn't have a mall. We had a soccer field, a basketball court, a football field, and a baseball field.
That Babbage I mentioned was just a little game store we had that where they had a lot of new and used games, and basically everybody would pay $5 to enter, and however many people entered in, that's what a gift card would be at Babbage's. So they would have I think one time they had Guitar Hero, they had Soul Calibur. One time we had an MVC2 tournament, but only like 5 or 6 people played. There wasn't really anything close to pro.
Yeah, we got at least 30 people. I want to say in my town.
Nowhere near. We never had anything. We never had more than 10 people play at one of those tournaments. It was just kind of a fun thing the store did for fun.
I will say that people did come from like Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and then some from out of state to come play. But most of the time, we never had any of the big names. But I enjoyed it. So, but Soul Calibur, that would be one. Yeah, Voldo's hitbox is broken, and they need to fix it to where it actually can't hit him if it doesn't get hit. But then he would be OP.
I really do hope they reboot the series because bring back the original characters and all that. It'd be great.
They brought back Killick. So who else do they need to?
I think Hirang or whatever the guy was, he got replaced by somebody eventually. There's Keely got replaced once too, but like you said, they brought him back.
Yeah,
Huarang? Oh god, Keelik was a monster.
My friend made Keelik. Well, my friend made Keelik and not Yoshimitsu. Who's the fucking samurai besides Yoshimitsu?
Heisho Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi, yeah, Mitsurugi.
Yeah, Mitsurugi's good. He had 2 moves that were unblockable, and that made him really nice.
He also played Cervantes a lot later on, but
funny disgusting.
Thing was, one of those one of those guys at Babbage's was like, yeah, I played my friend played as Yoshi. Mitsurugi a lot, so no Yoshimitsu player beat me. My friend dogged his ass. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Hello, Aru.
Hello. Welcome. Oh, you're so close.
You missed it, Aru. We were talking about platformers like Flitwitch. Anyway.
Yeah, I see. Ghetto games.
Hey, no, just once. I was ballsy enough to recommend that game because one, the soundtrack's amazing. I'm not gonna budge on that issue, and it's a really fun.
Oh no, it is a ball.
All right, you're kind of late. We're on to the not so hot take of the week. Was that hot hitboxes should be visible at least should be a setting that you can turn on. And the reason I said this was mainly fighting games and Rocket Leagues, but I do think it'd be helpful in shooters, at least for me, so I don't have all these things flying everywhere. It's just lines and boxes. But
Never happen.
what?
It'll never happen.
I know
will
it
never
won't.
happen, but like fighting games has that in like the training.
Somewhat. It's not like even Tekken where they tried to implement it, it wasn't full. Like even then, you'd sometimes drop a combo and you can see it.
Yeah, to be fair, Tekken is just very janky with all the 3D arena, but at the same time, it's 2D, not really 3D.
Yeah, they want to use stuff like that as a balancing tool in some games. They don't want you to see it because they don't want you to get upset with how inaccurate it can be.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then before we did top games of our past year, I completely somehow forgot Repo existed. And then they mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that came out." And then
I was going to say Lethal Company, but I'm pretty sure Lethal Company is 2024.
what was that? No, it didn't have to be released last year. It can just be a game you played.
I mean,
Like-
that is also the time I played the most. Was like 2024, maybe leading to like February, a little bit.
Yeah, like we played Lockdown Protocol with y'all quite a bit, or at least some.
The lockdowns.
Yeah. Peak came out last year. We played that.
Oh, I still gotta finish the achievements for Peak.
Food,
Which we're getting the
fast food
badges.
simulator.
Fast food. Played we played some content warning, I think, last year.
I mean, are we talking about specifically like multiplayer games?
No, any game.
It is a little bit late to the party, but I would say definitely my favorite game from last year that I started playing last year was Red Dead Redemption.
The original?
The two. I do like the first one, but I haven't touched it in like 10 years.
Oh, it got a remake, didn't it? Red Dead.
I don't think so.
I thought it did. It got a remaster.
I don't
Maybe
know.
a remaster, but
Yeah, December 2nd.
I'm guessing they just updated the version on Steam.
I don't know if it's the one on Steam, but it's for PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So not on Steam.
Again, they probably just updated the version on Steam.
Includes the Undead Nightmare DLC with free upgrades for previous PS4 and Switch owners.
To be fair, I don't think they sell just the game anymore. I think the DLC comes with the game.
Yeah.
Hello again.
All right.
I was going to say Requiem, but Requiem was this year.
Yeah,
What
it's this year.
Awesome game.
It does look amazing.
It's not only looks amazing, it is very satisfying to play.
I agree.
So.
It's a great game. Like just feels like they really put in their A game with this one, and I'm very impressed. And I haven't even gone that far in the game.
Yeah, I wish the game was longer.
I've managed to avoid spoilers for that game, but I ended up watching a clip of Corona playing it with the spider scene because she's afraid of insects and spiders. It was hilarious.
I mean, I do understand the complaint, right? The people say oh, why add spiders now? That should be an enemy that should have been in the remake of the second game. And I agree. But honestly, it makes more sense why it would take longer for the spiders to grow bigger.
Requiem,
Yeah.
you said.
Yes.
It's not
Oh,
just.
that's Resident Evil. Got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Requiem.
not just Requiem's the game. It's Resident Evil Requiem.
I don't know.
Otherwise, if it
Resident
was
Evil's okay, it's not a game that I would price for.
That's unfortunately a lot of Capcom games sometimes.
I was gonna say if they made a Phantom Requiem for the Phantom game, I might play that one. But a remake, that would be nice. I don't know if I could actually stream that now that I think about it.
What game?
It'd be called Phantom of Inferno, but the anime was known as Phantom Requiem for the Phantom, or just Requiem or Phantom, or Phantom of Inferno. It was a great anime. Game wasn't bad, but it was a bit old, hard to play. All
One of my
right.
favorite things that came out in 2025 was a Captain. She's hilarious.
All right. Well, Aru, is there any games you're looking forward to?
Looking forwards.
Oh,
As of
we've
now. I have technically a game in the DLC. Well, technically I have 3, but like one is only like God knows when I'm gonna be able to play it, which is Procopia. Consoles suck buying here, and the one is coming out in 4 days, I believe, which is PI Mouse for Hire.
Yep. Well,
The-
we've got a game for you, Aru.
uh,
All right. Let's give you the description.
it's Mouse PI.
Yeah.
Go on.
This is the longest description I've ever seen. It's called Big Walk. The only game where you can become rice and be in a walk with a radio.
Become rice?
The
It
only
has,
game where you can become rice and be in a walk with a radio.
Like all of
Has
the
prox-
walking
it has
things.
proximity chat.
Okay,
Does it? Does it?
that
I don't know.
throws me off guard.
Oh,
because
it
my
does.
brain's like, oh yeah, that's trending.
About this game. This is a silly game where you play as rice and cook in a wok. This game is multiplayer, so invite your friends. It also has proximity voice chat and live radio. The wok is large, the wok is huge, the wok shall give refuge to those lucky few. Play my game,
What the hell?
X.
Fuji was here.
Fuji they keep popping in and out. I keep moving them around and I can't.
It's interesting.
What the hell?
Yeah,
But when you said big walk, my brain understood this. Walk,
Fuji's going in the
actually
corner.
Yeah.
walking.
Because that was the whole thing with Paddle too.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier, Power World version 1.0 is supposed to come out this year,
All right.
so we'll see how that turns out.
All right. Well, let's give our recommendations for the week.
I
If
have mine ready if you are. I'll
oh
let you go first, Okami.
I found mine during stream. It's called
Oh dear.
The Big Walk.
Well, that's
Hell
not
yeah.
out yet. You haven't played it. You can't recommend it.
I think we all
This is gonna
have
be a
played
10 out of
this
10
game.
Oh
just look
no.
at just looking at the trailer tells me all I need to know.
This will help solve world peace.
Okami will be
It's
all over
every-
the stream.
Rice in a walk.
It says it's going to be free, but I don't know if it will be. Imagine he makes it 1 cent.
just to pay for putting it on Steam.
Imagine all of us in a walk.
Yeah, it's
Be
that's
one with the walk.
instead of looking at mirrors in VR chat, Pavel, we can be in a walk.
Hell yeah. That's the optimal time to waste my time.
I had a recommendation, but I'm gonna go around and pick a different one.
Okay.
Because I think this is more to people's taste. And say
Yeah.
Potionomics. It's a game where you brew potions, and there's like a card aspect to it, similar to Slay the Spire, where you're gonna be using the cards to increase how much people are willing to pay for their potion. It's a very neat, silly game.
All right. Please put it in mute chat so I can copy and paste. No, my actual recommendation for the week, I did say in the stream already, and it is Phantom Requiem for the Phantom, which I will say if you are underage, I do not recommend this anime, but it is a like very, I don't know what the word would be. I guess seinen is what they would use for anime, like adult, but it's not like there's always sex or there's always,
I mean,
heads
you can
on
just
the
say
floor or
mature,
anything.
like
What?
mature audience. You can just say mature audience.
more like
That
an
doesn't
adult
Yeah.
necessarily apply.
Yeah, it's mature, but like, so there is a bit of nudity in it, but it's all there. It's like it's part of the actual story. There's no real nudity just for nudity's sake or anything like that. And then it is very graphic as far as the blood and fighting, but it's because you're following a group of assassins, and it's very realistic for the thing. There's no fantasy or anything. It is like a group of assassins, and it's I don't know. I rewatched it when I was younger, and maybe that led to my Chunibyo phase of being dark and brooding, but I liked it. Yeah.
Mine was Helsing stuff.
Oh, I mean, I watched Phantom, and then I watched what? Oh my goodness! Why am I blanking on the name? It's such a popular anime.
What you think about?
It's another Darker Than Black. I watched those like consecutively, and then all of a sudden, I'm in my room posing as Dante and posting it on Facebook.
No wonder you started hiding your profile picture.
No, I never had a profile picture, actually.
That's the most edgy of it all.
I know. I didn't like every time I posted on Facebook, I had friends from overseas that would comment it because I was friends with them from like anime groups and stuff. And my mom would keep asking me questions about who are these people? Why do they know you? And I'm like what does it matter? Like I'm just posting a stupid picture and like most of the time it was memes. I never posted anything that would like I cared about on Facebook. I don't know. Except for my pictures from when I was in the Philippines. That was it. So, but yeah, I always thought that was weird. I did a Dante cosplay, and my mom was like, "Who?" I was like, "Who am I?" And being dark and brooding, and my mom was like, I don't know who." I was like, "What? Get out of here! Stop commenting on this. You don't know who this is."
Mom,
You don't understand me.
You wouldn't understand.
get out the group chat, Mom.
Yeah.
Been using forever making title sequence.
Yeah. And then the girl I liked on one of my on Facebook commented on one of my posts, and she's like, "Who's this?" And I'm like, "Ah, I don't need to explain things." Oh well. Yeah, lovely 2014 or whatever, 20 to 2016, 17
The
that I
time
was
was
on Facebook.
no. I thought about deleting my YouTube account because all the stuff I used to make back in the early 2000s. Why not early? More like the late 2000s. So I'm like, I might have been actually later than that. No, it was I can't remember the exact timeline. But yeah, I was like, ugh, so much cringe.
I don't,
Can't
yeah,
do
it's-
it. Just hide it all. Got to keep the
Well,
account now because they'll
well,
think
yes,
you're a child.
same reason that, but the also I was thinking about going back and deleting a bunch of my old videos because they're kind of cringe now. But then somebody commented like the day I was thinking about doing it. Oh man, I'm glad you left these videos up there so that I can go back and watch them. And I'm like, fuck. I was
I don't
about to
know.
delete every last one of these.
Literally, I got so fed up with with like the stupid people posting on Facebook about the grandmas. Anyways, there was something on Facebook like your grandma will die if you. And I posted a picture saying of SpongeBob. I'll have you know that I ignored your post and my grandma didn't die. But yeah, I would just post random stuff like that. I would never. The only time it was pictures, it was because my mom took the picture and told me to put it on. Like I never posted anything like that.
Oh no, the cringe stuff I post online was strictly in Facebook groups, like where the public couldn't see them. Like, no, I'm not putting that cringe shit on the main timeline.
or or
All
around.
my memes are in a group chat where nobody can see it.
Same.
I posted a picture on like December, sometime in December. I've seen your Facebook statuses. You're getting a dictionary for Christmas.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
yeah, like I would just post stuff like that. And then like I said, the Philippines trip is on there and stuff like that. But I never. Yeah, I put. Let me see if I can even find the picture of me trying to do Dante. I might have deleted it because my mom kept asking questions. It looks like I did. So sad you won't see me in my dark 8th whatever grade phase back then.
Hmm.
I was already graduated, but all right. So we've got Postionomics, we got Phantom Requiem for the Phantom, Myriad Death.
Yep. That's one of the games I mentioned. Is one of the games I played last year that was I actually really enjoyed. Think like a top-down game like the old Legend of Zelda game, like Link to the Past, but very fast-paced hack and slash kind of feeling to it. And
Why
again
don't you
with
stream
how live
stuff
music
like
blasting.
this?
I don't know because I mean I just don't really enjoy streaming that much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm one or two people might show up and they don't talk. What's the point?
I mean,
Wow. I guess I should stop streaming then. That's
Right?
the point. No, you stream because why not?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
but
I basically just throw it on because like I'm gonna be playing anyway.
yeah, but it'd be the same if I just got in Discord chat and just talked to people while I was playing. Because I mean, it's more enjoyable because I actually hear their voices.
Well, I mean, you can do that and stream.
Yeah, but nobody shows up either.
Aw.
Oof. Well, you do. I will say you do stream at weird times for me.
Yeah, because we are all on different schedules. I don't
Well,
get
I
off work
know, but
until
that's
maybe 7 o'clock your time.
yeah. That's what I'm saying though is that like you don't stream when I like right now. You could be streaming. Who
Yeah,
knows?
but I'm in a podcast with you, so technically I am streaming.
Well, I'm streaming here. Oh well.
Ah well, semantics.
Oh.
uh, yeah, I found an old Pokemon meme post on my
Oh no.
Facebook.
Any.
An old, like a bunch of old SpongeBob. That's
You
the
have to cut run, but
You
I
remember
had to
the?
go.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Do you know the another anime? The anime where everyone's dying.
Uh, um, the one with the doll, the girl with the doll eye.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and then the umbrella scene.
Yeah, the umbrella scene that
Well,
gained
there,
infamy.
there's one where a girl dies by breaking her like chest and neck area, and she's like arched. And I actually made the meme, and it has a pie under where the arch is, and it says, "Thank God the pie is safe." Um,
Okay, that's a little dark.
yeah, my mom commented on it, so I like never used it again. And I was like, "Oh no."
You gotta stick to those group chats, man. It's not worth
It
posting all
wasn't
these
in the
posts
group
from.
like that was like back before I got into the anime groups. So I might have posted them later on, but yeah. No, I was that type of kid.
Man, I do have to go, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out of here.
All right.
Catch you later.
Who we got next? Aru, Cobalt. I mean, Aru's already got it. Cobalt. Any recommendations?
Not really. And I haven't run into anything in the past week.
Okay. What about Fuji?
Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends.
Yeah, it's like Dota.
All right, I'll put it on here. And then Pavel, any recommendations?
I can't really recommend any games that I played, which is I'm.
Oh,
Really
this can be
crazy since that's
anything.
my
It can
first
be books, can be games, can be
Yeah,
anime,
I,
it
I
can
was
be
just
anything.
I just wanted to like prepare people so that they're not like, what the hell? Like, because
We're
I
gonna
haven't
say
touched a
that
video game
anyway.
in. Yeah, true. I haven't touched a video game in like a few days now, other than Sky, which is really my go-to game. Which I mean, I could recommend, but I'm not really gonna. I would. Oh, sorry.
Sky Children
Oh,
of Light. That's what
yeah,
he
Sky
was
Children of
pro.
the Light. Yeah, it's a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It's really cute. It's very chill, easy to get into. But that's not really what I wanted to recommend. Um, I would recommend. I mean, I'll just shoot out some movies that I've been watching. I've been kind of getting back into my cinephile arc, so I've just been watching a lot of movies in my local theater, and it's been awesome. But I watched some really good movies this past week. Um, one called My Father's Shadow, which is a very heartbreaking but very interesting movie about a family in Nigeria and a father who's kind of just dealing with political climate in Lagos. I also watched The Drama, which is by A24. It's kind of like this married couple who get together, or this couple that's about to get married, uh, discover like a very shocking secret about their past life, and it kind of like messes up their whole dynamic with each other.
Yeah, I
In
saw
God's
a
that way.
commercial for this one when we went and saw a different movie.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was very good, really good editing.
Oh,
I
it was
also watched.
actually good.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I like. I have a letterbox now so that I can actually keep track of all the movies that I watch and want to watch instead of like just making a list for myself because I never look at it. So yeah, it's been helping me a lot, and I watched The Drama, and it was really good. I liked it. Like I would give it like me. Listen, I'm a very guy. I'm a guy that's easily pleased by a lot of movies, so you can take my opinion with a grain of salt. But I had a good time with it. I thought it was very funny. It's a very funny movie, so I think you'll at least like that.
Okay.
But I would also recommend Challengers, which might be a bit of a weird sell because a lot of people look at the advertisement and think it's about like a polycule or like a throuple, but it's not. It's really a little bit more complicated and kind of tragic in a way. But it's a really, really good movie, like surprisingly good. And I don't know if anybody remembers the Potion Seller YouTube video. The Potion Seller, give me your strongest potion.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone know what I'm talking?
Yeah,
That guy wrote that movie. Like, and it's insane
Okay.
how good the writing is. um, and I also watched this one. These next few movies might be a little bit of a harder sell because they're very slow, kind of indie movies, sort of. This one's called The Stranger. It's a French movie, based off of the novel of the same name. Basically, a Frenchman who has no kind of like doesn't have any ambition or desire or emotion that he is willing to express. He's just kind of like a monotone robot, basically, kind of just living his life, and he's kind of commits a crime, and a lot of people kind of are struggling to understand this man and everything like that and his motivations. It's a little bit of a cynical film, but I think it's very interesting to think about, I guess.
It is
I
literature classic.
Oh, what's up?
The Stranger is a classic in literature.
Yeah, I've never read it, but I heard it's very good. So, yeah, but it was a good movie. I think it was a good adaptation. I haven't read the novel, so I can't really say, but I want to. So, and these two I actually just watched today, which I really liked. This one was called Fantasy Life. It's kind of like a romance comedy. Well, not a romantic comedy. It's like a dramedy, I guess. This man who was recently laid off from his job, he becomes basically a nanny, or I guess as they call it, a manny, that babysits these three children who are like the kids of like a very famous actress or once famous actress. And yeah, and it's a very very interesting movie. It's not really like deep or insightful, but it's a good time, and I think it's handled very well and poignantly. And yeah, it's a good time. Good way to kill like an hour and a half. And this movie that I just saw called Two Prosecutors. I believe it's a Ukrainian film. That is basically in during the time of the Soviet Union with Stalin's reign of terror, where a prosecutor is brought into a prison cell where another prosecutor is being held, and he's basically the prosecutor in the cell is trying to convince the prosecutor that arrived to help condemn the people on the prison block that are basically abusing all the prisoners and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a very slow burn, but it's a really really good movie. I had a good time watching it. So yeah, those are my recommendations.
All right, you want to put? I've got My Father's Shadow, the drama, Fantasy Life, Two Prosecutors so far. What was
Yes.
the other one I missed?
Challengers.
Challenge.
And did I put in The Stranger, or did you get The Stranger in there? Or?
I probably didn't. Like I said, I was trying to put them down.
Yeah, it's all right.
The Stranger.
Yeah, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was 6 recommendations. But yeah,
All right.
there's just one other movie that I watched that I would not recommend because I did not enjoy it.
Was it a horror film?
No, actually, I've been trying to get into horror films, so no, but no, it was like a
Just
very
curious.
very indie film, kind of like a student, like almost like adjacent to like a student film, but it was called Continental 25, and it's a Romanian film, so like it's interesting, but like I did not care for it.
Just wondering here.
Hmm.
Did you watch Iron Lung?
Yes, I did. I loved Iron Lung. That's a movie I can absolutely recommend. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched that I think a month ago. So Yeah, I was just trying to go for like movies that I've seen recently that I can recommend, but yeah, I would absolutely recommend Iron Lung. That's a
I was
great
gonna
movie.
say that one wasn't for me, but
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, it's like it's a very much a very horror movie.
I didn't get. I don't know.
That's fair. I get it.
Yeah, that's a film I don't know about. Like, it's not horror for me, because like,
Okay.
but I am very different when it comes to horror. I'm very realistic, so like I can go into a horror movie and just you show me a stupid zombie, I'm like, okay, immediately brain shut off. I should not think this as realistic at all, type thing.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, I understand. It's more like with Iron Lung, it's a little bit more like eldritch
Yeah,
horror kind of thing, really. Yeah,
like
so
like
it's
my wife was into it more, but she loves Markiplier. But then at the same time, when I told her the plot to it, she's like, "That didn't seem like it was that way at all." And I was like, "Yeah, like that's kind of."
yeah.
But oh well. All right,
Yeah.
I'll put those down, and then we got anything else to do before we head out here. I think we're gonna. Should I even raid or should I just leave it here?
Do you have anyone to raid?
I have somebody to raid that I raid quite often, and not so sure if I should, but
Your call.
nah, I'm gonna leave it because I felt like if I raided now, I'd give them a bit of a bit. Like, I love the person, but just not where I'm at anymore. So we'll see y'all later. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.